As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nkebine ligwe, ka hagedin nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwu Abiyama believe get whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwokika Abiyama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Namdekano.
Makano Manuboko, Opa Tichiria, Abona Bosson, Ona Ikuchikanakana. Asimabura Bonomare, Yaburu Miaru, Namogara Palanamu, surrounding Bosom. Obado Maketo, money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is right. Papa Mobaram see. Nabia Frabalamu. Iabuna Nenu. Kambu Paraya no. Makano Kifemata Winyakaye. Akalobe Ilo Nesia. Oye Wufemu Paranifea. Nkabu Paruko. Biafra is my life. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. And the one who took us to pay. If I would get married 4 years ago, Gonna talking mayor, Bongo Nodira Kahana. Mano, yes, no, Bugaba, West in Notre One, Nigeria. Yabiko Solo, Gausa, anyị onweziri nwanne ba maka na ọ bụrụ na olu onugbu Hausa azị egwu gọvanọ isi na ọ ga-achịtakwa ndị Awụsa ọfụma.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television this very evening. Today's date is 16th of April 2026. And the time right now is exactly 31 minutes top of the hour. It is 29 minutes to 8 p.m. in the land of Chukwokika, Biama. So wherever you're joining me from, it is your live presentation. It is, of course, 31 minutes top of the hour, irrespective of your time zone and your location at this very minute. I remain your own brother, Mazi Odinanwa, reaching you, of course, right here in the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. I welcome you once again. I can see your comments in the comment section. Asika George, you are welcome. Andrew okay here, you are welcome. Chidubeme, you are welcome. Pearl Onyema, you are welcome. Austin Frank, I can see you. You're welcome. Harry Festy, you're welcome. You all are highly welcome to this very presentation this evening. Nagod, you're welcome. Keno Ogaba, you're welcome. Elijah Kedu Okolu, you're welcome. Freeman Iko Tuonye, you're welcome. I can see you in the comment section. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation. Obioma Elekwachi, you're welcome. As the comments keep coming, I abapiosi immediately without further hesitation. Tonex Ogugwa Onyenkem, you're welcome to this very live presentation. Victor Mbwemena Onyochie, you are welcome to this very live presentation. Gozie, you're welcome. Imoko, you're welcome. All right, please, if I do not mention your name, I am very, very sorry. Keep commenting. As soon as your comments attract my attention, I will definitely bring it to the screen. Sonny, I may not conclude without mentioning your name as well. Please, if I do not mention you, I am sorry. Because of time, we have to continue. Now, without further delay, we are going to begin with this breaking news. My people, it don't happen again. It has happened again. It has done what? Happened again. Today, I know they tell you the old one. So those of you in foreign lands, those of you with more connections and contacts to the authorities. I'm not talking about the authorities of the zoo. I'm talking about authorities in Western world. Those of you that I cannot reach. Those of you that I do not have the, opportunity to reach out to you directly or personally. This is your opportunity now. So before playing the video, let me show you from the source. From the source. So you know where to get the video from. You know where to download the video from. You know how to get the video. Right? So let me take it back a little bit so you see the source. Now, I want you to watch very, very clearly. This is Africa Independent Television, AIT. Official X handle, AIT, posted it. Today, this is not the old one because you all know that the zoo, Janjaweed terrorist army, usually integrate, or reintegrate terrorists into society and into the military. You all know this. That is the reason why the military is gone. Because the almost 90% of the military personnel you have today, 90% of the military personnel you have today are all reintegrated terrorists, repentant Boko Haram. That is the reason why the military is gone. That is the reason why they unalive people. They kill indiscriminately. They kill with passion. You understand? Ndị Igbo mmadụ na-agụ agụ. That is the Nigerian military. Is now a pure terrorist army. You understand? They kill without hesitation, without looking back. That is the reason why it is now a confirmed jihadist army. Now, before we play the video, I want you to see the date. Check the date. Can you see the mouse? Before we continue, please let me know. I just want you to say yes. Can you see the mouse? Just say yes if you can see the mouse before we proceed. Let me check my comment section. Can you see the mouse as I was pointing it? Just yes or no. That's what I want, because I chom ke anything megi nunyo. Only fendi bona if you nunyo. I want you to see every single information that I'm going to drop, especially this very night program will be it will be one of a kind. So do the needful, please. Let everybody know that we are live by, of course, liking and sharing the program. Now, this very post was made exactly 24 minutes past 3 p.m. today, April 16, 2026. As at the time of this very live broadcast, it has gathered over 34,000 views, 34,400 views already. Today, this very afternoon, you can see it here. You can see the time and the date that it was posted. So there is no any propaganda here. We are not here for propaganda. And as you can see, it was posted by the Africa Independent Television, AIT. It is, for those who do not know, especially for foreigners who are listening, AIT is one of the, one of the elite TV stations in the entire Nigeria. AIT is one of the biggest TV stations. You understand? I've gone there myself. I've not been to Channels Television. I've not been to others, but I've been to AIT myself. So I know how large that place is. I can't remember the exact song. I think Ilesha or Ilesha or Ijesha, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong, because it's been a very long time, probably 20 years ago, Yes or no, 20 years ago. No, I can't exaggerate. Probably 13, maybe 13 or 14 years ago. 18, even 18 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Because I remember vividly, I went to AIT in 2008. In 2008, so if you calculate it right now, that gives you roughly 18 years. So if I say 20 years, I'm not really exaggerating. So almost 20 years ago, I was there. AIT is a very, very big, one of the largest. So they are the one that posted this today, not the old ones. So I want you to pay attention. For those of you listening from abroad, and if you have any contact or connection to any foreign, government, please take this very program, or probably go to AIT Twitter platform and download this very video. It is a very huge evidence, you understand, that the Nigerian military is actually a Boko Haram controlled military. That is the only reason why they can do what they are doing. If it's not Boko Haram military, tell me how they will take the so-called repentant Boko Haram and just reintegrate them both into the military, police, and the society. For those who do not want to go to army, they put them back into the society. People that have unalived thousands, millions of innocent Nigerians, they will bring them back into the society in the name of Operation Corridor, in the name of reintegration, in the name of prodigal son, because the chief of defense staff of the entire Zoological Republic called them prodigal son. And the Nuhu Ribadu, the NSA, National Security Advisor, called them their brothers and sisters. So this is exactly what is going on in the zoo. Now pay attention to this. If you look at the write-up, hold on, let me remove my own headline first before showing you the write-up. A lot of things are happening. I'm telling you. A lot are going on. Now, look at the write-up here. Hold on. Yes, it's written there. Over 700 repentant terrorists set for integration into society. AIT posted it. Now, pay attention while we watch the video together. A lot of things are going on. Please endeavor to share this very program so that everybody will know that we are live. We are broadcasting on 3 different platforms. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. I don't know if we are also on Twitter, but we are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on 2 different YouTube channels. So wherever you are watching from, endeavor to like and share the broadcast. It is very, very, very important. Now, let us play the video. They muted the video. They muted the sound, right? But we are going, you will see everything. This is not a propaganda. You are going to see everything by yourself. You don't need anybody to even explain or analyze anything. Look at them. Look at them. It really, really meets the number. It really, really meets the number. Look at them, starting from that side. Or should I say, starting from this side, it covers the entire camera interface. It is quite unbelievable. Today, happening today, IT posted today. Look at them here. These are all, but they will get closer, right? But what? Just watch. Just watch. Look at them. Now, they will bring them back. Look at them. Look at them. Can you imagine? These are people that have unalived thousands of innocent Nigerians. Today, I'm telling you, this one is current news, not old news. You understand? We know they have done this time without number, but they continue to do it. They have continued to do it. They couldn't stop. Even with all the criticism, all the insult and everything, and the bad name and bad image that it has brought to the zoo government and its military, they continue to do it. No shame whatsoever. Now pay attention, let's watch. Look at their faces. They say they have undergone training for what? De-radicalization. They call the training de-radicalization.
Military does not recruit people from the Operation Safe Corridor.
Watch. Let's hear him again.
Military does not recruit people from the Operation Safe Corridor. The military has its own process, systems, and procedure for enlisting people into the military.
So why are they there? Why are they there? No. Why are they there? You claim the military does not recruit repentant terrorists into the army. So why are you reintegrating them into the so-called society? Why are you there with them? Why are they there? Why are you freeing them? How many top military generals have been unalived within this week alone? Within this week alone. There's another one called Brahma, Major General. General Brahma was just unalived just a couple of days ago. Yesterday, we read the news of another Lieutenant Colonel was unalived yesterday in Borno State. And all done by these same people. And today, they are being freed. After capturing them, they are being freed today in the name of de-radicalization and safe corridor for the Fulani terrorists. Unbelievable. And you think they are not going to go back? Now they're going to give them the armor. They will give them the khaki. They will give them the official AK-47 for the Nigerian Armed Forces, and now give them the go-ahead order to unalive people officially. Now they were unaliving people as terrorists unofficially. Now they're going to unalive people officially, and they will do that in the name of Nigerian soldiers. That is the reason why when you see their actions, in real life or in a video, you wonder if these are, real military officers of Nigeria, or are they really terrorists? When you see the way they treat their fellow human beings, you'll be asking, are they Nigerians? Because if there was anything called Nigeria, I don't see the reason why a military officer who is serving the country, because when you are serving the country, you are not just serving an empty land, you are serving your own people. Oh, before we get there, let's listen to this terrorist commander here.
So this is part of the challenges Operation Safe Corridor is facing. Challenge of misrepresentation, challenge of misinformation, challenge of disinformation.
See their faces. See them. Now, look at this one here. Look at this one. Does this person look like somebody who is not a terrorist, but as in someone that terrorism is in his blood? Does this person look like somebody who has repented? Does this person look like somebody who will stop, terrorism? Does he look at the way this one is looking at the camera? Even camera, because all the show on camera were Christian. And the problem they have is that they forgot that what they are doing is already in them. It is what they believe in. It is exactly what they believe in. That is how they are raised. If you unalive any Christian, you go to heaven, God will give you 7 virgins to marry. That is their ideology. That is the Boko Haram ideology, ISWAP ideology, Al-Qaeda in Maghreb ideology, Ansaru ideology, Lakurawa ideology, all even Fulani herdsmen terrorist ideology. Everything they are doing is based on that common goal to unalive Christian, go to heaven, and God will, if you die in the war front, you go to heaven, God will give you 7 virgins to marry. It is their ideological, it is in their is in their brain. You cannot change that. Okenye anaghị amụ aka ekpe na nka. Ife abụghị inu Igbo. Okenye enweghị ike ịnọ na nka mụwa aka ekpe. Ọ dị possible. Yotago. So when they are brought up, when they are trained and brought up in this kind of, reasoning, How dare you think that you are going to change them at this age when they're already old, when they're already adult? How dare you think that you can change them? That is the problem here. So when the military say they are protecting the nation, who are the nation? Who is the nation? Who is the nation? Who is the nation here? Is it the empty land of the zoo, or the people living in it, or the inhabitants? Who is the nation? So if you see the inhabitants as the nation, how comes you are terrorizing the inhabitants? The nation, you are terrorizing the nation that you claim that you are protecting. Because you have people like this in the military. Let's listen to them.
Me to Kanji, where they brought us to this place. It was when I went to the court that I discovered that it was the case of the person that they were tracking that I was answering. So that was how I find myself here, sir.
Firstly, I thought maybe if I'm in outside, I don't know what will happen to me, because by virtual, I thought the case that led me to this problem is not up to the time I spend in the detention. I just believe it's destiny.
Did you hear what that guy said? So based on what I learned from what he said, it seems like he used to be their logistics supplier. He used to be their logistics supplier. You understand? And you think a business that he's been doing, giving him millions, if not billions of naira, you think that your Operation Safe Corridor is going to stop him. He's only waiting. He's only waiting for you to recruit him into the military. That is when he will now have the direct, direct link. If he was supplying, maybe one truck of logistics in a month, as a soldier, as a military officer, he will start supplying maybe 10 loads of trucks of logistics in a month. After all, why are they even denying? No. Why are they denying? Because I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they are denying. Let me show you something before we proceed. Let's listen to this man first, and then I'll show you what I want to show you. Why are they denying the fact that they are recruiting, Boko Haram into the military? Why are they denying the fact? Let's first of all watch. Then I will show them something. I will show them something to remind them. I hope network does not give us issues today. When they say that repentant Boko Haram can become a military officer, a president of the zoo. A repentant Boko Haram can become the president of the zoo. So why are they denying? Why they say, oh no, people are being, the Operation Safe Corridor is being misinterpreted, is this and that. Why are they denying it? When they have said that repentant Boko Haram can become a Nigeria president. They said it. It's in the public.
Military does not recruit people from the Operation Safe Corridor. The military has its own process, systems, and procedure for enlisting people into the military. So this is part of the challenges Operation Safe Corridor is facing: challenge of misrepresentation, challenge of misinformation, challenge of disinformation.
Good. Good. Very, very good, right? Military is facing challenge of misrepresentation, misinformation, and all those miss. No problem. No problem. Let us see this. I hope I hope the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army is listening, because I have more things to show them. I hope that they are paying attention to this broadcast. I hope that they are listening. Now, pay attention to this, my people. Because of what that commander said now, that is the reason why I'm bringing this. It was not planned. I didn't plan to bring this one. But for the fact that that commander is trying to deny the fact that they are recruiting terrorists into the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army, and claiming that it has been misinterpreted, misinformed, and everything miss. Let us watch this.
Will listen, for those of them that will listen to the words of wisdom, that will listen and think as a true Nigerian.
General Abdul Malik Biu, a general commanding officer, 7th Division, General Abdul Malik Biu. So the man talking now is not a small soldier. You understand? He is not a small soldier. Now let's listen to him.
The best for them is to lay their arms. It is the only way that we can move forward. But as a professional soldier, we will continue to do what we know best doing, and that is to continue to project our effort in a more than determined effort. We will continue to do that. We will not be distracted by some of the activities of our detractors, by the activities of some of the collaborators. Nigeria deserves peace. Northeast deserve peace. The people of Borno deserve peace. Because it is only when there is peace, there will be development. And it is time now. And that is why I captured it up, that there's time for everything. If we have been in times of difficulties for over 8 years, it is time now for us to celebrate peace. Everyone, you need to come on board. Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community.
Did you hear that? That they should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted into the society. This agenda did not start from today. This very agenda you see that they are projecting today did not start from today. Now, pay attention.
Now for us to celebrate peace. For everyone, you need to come on board. Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he?
Did you hear somebody shouted, Who had it? Who had it? Did you hear it? Let me know, please, if you had it. Somebody shouted, Somebody shouted, Immediately he made that comment. Listen.
He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he?
Did you hear that? Because they know that this man has vomited evil. And they know that that word can cause a lot of damages. You understand? A general, a military general, opened his stinking mouth to say that a member of Boko Haram terrorists who suddenly declare repentance, stands a chance to become a president of Nigeria. A military general made this comment publicly, and he made it on the press, like why TV stations are there, why cameras are facing him. Look at this, is Channels Television. A military general. Why the same Boko Haram is slaughtering his soldiers. He came publicly to say, if you are Boko Haram, if we catch you, we are going to rehabilitate you, and you have every opportunity to become the president of Nigeria. And that is exactly what is happening today. As I'm speaking to you now, the vice president of Nigeria is a Boko Haram member, Kashim Shettima. He's a member, not before. He's still a member of Boko Haram. He's one of the founders. Are you paying attention? He is one of the founders. In 2002, Kashim Shettima in 2002 was one of the founders of Boko Haram in Borno State. But today, guess what? He is the deputy president of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. No be juju be that. So their plan is working. Their plan is working. Now, let me take you to the main topic that has brought us here this evening. This is just preamble, although I'm going to try as much as I can to end this very broadcast at exactly 2 hours. Please like and share this very broadcast. It is very, very important. Very, very important, because what we are doing here is important. Okay, before going into the main topic of the day, let us once again, let me first of all show you something. Let us remind us. Let's remind us. Also remind those who are not Biafrans who are watching. Let's remind us.
But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing.
Okay.
In this state, and of course, in all the riverine states of Nigeria.
Okay.
We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral.
Did you hear that? The armed forces are not neutral. And who is talking? Guess who is talking? T.Y. Danjuma, former Chief of Army Staff of Nigeria. General T.Y. Danjuma. Oh my goodness me. He said the armed forces are not neutral.
Must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude.
They collude.
They collude.
They collude.
They collude.
They collude.
With the armed bandits.
With the armed bandits.
That kill people.
That kill people.
Kill Nigerians.
Unalive Nigerians.
They facilitate their movement.
They facilitate their movement. Is that not enough?
They cover them.
They cover them. He really speaks like a northerner. They cover them, not they cover them. We are not the same. We have nothing in common. Not even the way we talk. We have absolutely nothing in common. Now, listen.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Okusigon, is there any other thing he has to say? With this truth, there's one more truth he has to say before he joins his ancestors. he has spoken one of the most important truths that Nigeria will never forget, even though it disintegrates tomorrow. But before he joins his ancestors, it remains one more truth to say, which is the planned annihilation of the Biafran people between 1967 to 1970, which he participated, which he led the troops that unalived innocent Biafrans. You understand? As a matter of fact, he's among those that unalived Aguiyi Ironsi, the former military head of state. Just because he's an Igbo man, they unalived him. So this man has one more truth to say it loud and clear, the way Kedonye Kurunkia, somebody made his own. Somebody said, I don't know, I can't remember if it was Obasanjo or yeah, I think it was Obasanjo. Somebody made his own statement couple of sometime in the past. I can't remember who was that. Somebody made a confession. Who was that person that made a confession? Somebody made. I read that news. I even broadcasted it. Somebody made his own confession sometime in the past and spoke about how they unalived Biafrans, that Biafrans are never, that Ojukwu was never the aggressor. Ojukwu was never the cause of the problem. Somebody made that confession sometime in the past, not more than 1 year ago. I don't know if you're following. Maybe you can remind me in the comment section. Unfortunately, I forgot the person who did that. So now let us go to the main topic of the day. As you have seen what the zoo Janjaweed is doing currently. Let us now go to the main topic. Pay attention, please. Somebody said Babangida. Yes, exactly. Namdiogo. Thank you, Babangida. It was actually Babangida. 100%. It was Babangida. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for reminding me. Now, you all must have seen this. Yesterday, I made a pre-recorded broadcast yesterday talking about this Harrison Gwamnishu. Gwamnishu means Gwamniru. Of course, the Aniocha people, that is how they speak. Both Iseluku, Ibuku, all the Aniocha local government area, that is how they speak. That is their own Igbo. So when you hear Gwamnishu, don't think it's a different language. That is a pure Igbo language, original Igbo. You understand? That is their own mother tongue, Gwamnishu. If you come down to if you cross the Niger bridge, the other side of Igbo, where we all come from, we have Gwamnihu. When they naso Gwamnihu, Ihu, ndi Imo State naso Nihu, Gwamnihu. If you are from Imo, you will understand what I'm saying. Then ndi si Anambra naso Gwamniru, Iru. Yotago, Iru. So this is from Anambra, you will also understand what I'm talking about. You know, so every clan when otu asun kefa, that's why Igbo juwe to inuwesi Igbo na asuni no Igbo na asunu no. So Harrison Gwamnishu is a typical Igbo man, a pure Igbo. Forget and this na brondi Igbo, but to Aimakaera. Yotago, Aimakaera, ndi Igbo wofu. Now, day before yesterday, this man made a post where they captured. This one has gone viral, so I don't think I have to read it. I have to play the video, you know. He made a post. Arrest of kidnapping suspects, recovery of firearm and ransom in Abani. Ozowani local government area of Enugu State. On Friday, 10th April 2026, Mrs. Joseph Victoria was kidnapped along Umeje Road, Adani, in Ozowani local government area of Enugu State. The kidnappers initially demanded 40 million naira for her release. However, her husband was only able to raise 2 million naira, which was paid to the kidnappers. Upon receiving the report, I immediately mobilized from Asaba and collaborate. I want you now, because this is the main topic here. I want you to see how, evil Nigerian military is. I want you to see how they hate us. The purpose of this broadcast today is to expose the deep hatred, the deep-rooted hatred, the deep-rooted hatred on Ndi Igbo, on Biafrans, by the Nigerian federal government and its military. Because why I'm doing this is for those of you who do not believe that you are not the same. For those of you that do not believe that you are not the same with these people. For those of you who still believe that somehow the zoo will work, Nigeria is going to work, and you as an Igbo man or you as a Biafran man, you will be able to do your thing in your country, Nigeria. You'll be able to do your thing and live well as an Igbo man in Nigeria. For those of you who have this type of mindset, I want you to rethink and see the deep-rooted hatred in the zoo against the Biafran people. You understand? Harrison Gwamnishu said, upon receiving the report, I immediately mobilized from Asaba, where he was or where he stays, and collaborated with soldiers of the 82 Division garrison in Adani, Ozowani local government area of Enugu State. Through the joint effort and operational support, the suspects were successfully arrested. This is what I want you to pick. This is the main message here. Upon receiving the report, he said he immediately mobilized from Asaba and collaborated with soldiers of the 82 Division garrison in Adani, Ozowani local government area of Enugu State. Now, it did not end there. For those of you who are not aware of this, let me quickly finish the write-up, so can I lay it up here, in a halfway. He continued, during the operation, one pump action rifle was recovered alongside the 2 million naira ransom earlier paid by the victim's husband. The suspect and recovered exhibits have since been handed over to the divisional police headquarters in Adani under the Enugu State Police Command for further investigation and prosecution. Special appreciation to the officers and men of the 82 Division garrison for their swift response and decisive intervention. Harrison Gwamnishu, Safe City Volunteer Foundation. So, this is the video. You all must have seen the video for sure. The video has trended on the social media for the past, 2 days now. So there's no need of, playing the video because it's already everywhere, because I have more videos to play. Now, I want you to bear in mind what I have read for you right now. Just bear it in mind, because I'm about to show you something that will shock you if you haven't seen it already. Now, pay attention to this. Remember, I want you to see mkporomasi ndị anụnwa nwelu n'ebe ụmụ Igbo nọ. Ọ ife nchọrọ ka unu fụ, so that anyị na-agba ọsọ anụnwa anyị na ọsọ eluigwe anụnwa anyị na-agba. Anyị na-agba ọsọ nwere onwe anụnwa anyị na-agba. Anyị na-agba ọsọ Biafra anụnwa anyị na-agba. anyị na-agbasi ike. Yotago, ife ọbụla asị gị mee bụ ife ziri ezi, ị na-eme iji obiọma gị na-emesi ike na-aga far. Because ka m gwakwa unu nke bụ eziokwu, minus Biafra, we are doomed. If we fail to get freedom from Nigeria, we are doomed. Forget ndị propaganda, ndị gwalụ gị na-enwetago freedom. If we fail to get freedom from Nigeria, we are doomed. Ọkwụnụ fife mere our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Tugokwe yenga, life jail. Onwe ife DOS email. The answer is no. They didn't do nothing. Rather, even till now, Chinasa Nworu ka na-akpọrọ Simon Ekpa na social media. Chinasa Nworu ka na-akpọ Simon Ekpa ekperima na social media. Till now, atugokwu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nga. What are they doing? They are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, now, what is here? Mporomasi. Hatred. They displayed it as in Mporomasi anonwa onofano is rooted in their bone marrow. Mporomasi is rooted in the bone marrow of Nigeria. The Northerners, the Westerners, it is rooted in their bone marrow. The only solution for every Biafran is freedom. The only, I'm telling you, the only, there are no two ways about it. That is the only solution, only way to survive for our upcoming generations is freedom. Look at the way this our own generation is suffering. Had it been that our fathers, the generation of our fathers that fought the war in 1967, had it been they got us that freedom that time, had it been the betrayers, the saboteurs, okwa saboteur buru anyi o, ka ngwakwa unu nke bụ eziokwu, nwekwa ifemelu n'ụwa asị na ndị Igbo na ndị Biafra surrender to Nigeria in 1970, if not sabotage. Ka ngwakwa unu nke bụ eziokwu ka ọ na-edo everybody anya now. Ọkwa mmụọ ji ekwu, ọkwa sabotage mmụọ ji ekwu bụ ife dewere anyị na this condition anyị nọ today. Forget the likes of Asiko Pabio, the likes of Kedun Kozo, Kedun Kafaya na Ado da mama, Kedafaya. Somebody remind me that one, that particular one. Ana Afayano was in the military before. Somebody remind me now in the comment section, please. Forget these people like this that betrayed us. Ifajuna, thank you, Uzamaka Onoa. Uzamaka Onoa, or the Uzamaka Nicholas, the one I know. Because sometimes in Uzamaka Onoa, Naju or Uzamaka Nicholas. The old name that is very, very familiar to me. So, if it's not sabotage, forget if I join them, Asiko Babio them, and other small. The person that made Biafra lost the battle was a man called Kera Apokalomafia now. I mentioned his name right now. And Isi Jurumeju. Isi Jurumu. Okuzamaka Sinosa. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that. It used to confuse me. Now, Mojeku. Is it Mojeku de? Or Mojeku na? Or Mojeku? Or Mojeku betrayed Biafra? Yes, Mojeku. If it's not Mojeku's betrayer from Nnewi, Mojeku, he is the one that kept us in this situation we found ourselves today. You understand? He's the one that put us in this situation we had today. Somebody said Atuzie was a very good, a refined, a very solid Biafran soldier. He never betrayed Biafra, not Achuzie. No way. Achuzie is one of the people that we are going to, immortalize. See, if it's not betrayal, sabotage, self-sabotage. When you hear sabotage, it's not from outside, though. Self-sabotage. If it's not more Jeku, Biafra would have won that battle. Biafra would have defeated Nigeria. Biafra wouldn't have surrendered in 1970. The war would have continued until the world will see the true color of the zoo. The lies of the zoo will no longer hold. The propaganda of zoo media will no longer hold. The world will see it, because Biafran people were already marching to the federal capital territory, Lagos. Biafran military, Biafran soldiers were already marching to Lagos. They have passed Benin. They have passed Benin. They have already gotten to Ore. They have gotten to Ore. This is the history. And it happened, not just a story, not a concocted story. It happened. Biafran militaries have already reached Ore. Imagine marching to Lagos barefoot. They have reached Ore. And this thing did not take one day. And as they were going, they were, meeting their enemies along the way. They are fighting and battling with their enemies and defeating them. Defeating them. Imagine such courage. They were marching straight to federal capital territory. They wanted to catch Yakubu Gowon by actually. I want you to see the gallantry of the Biafrans, the one we displayed, what our fathers displayed in the olden days. And that time there was no technology as it is now. The only technology that they were able to get was to build Obunigwe. Only. There was no rocket. They were not building rocket. They were not building drones. Right now, we can build drones. Biafrans can build drones. It was a sabotage, self-sabotage, that killed the dream of our fathers to be free from Nigeria. Self-sabotage. And it's happening today. It's happening today. That is the reason why you see us stagnated since 2024. Man Samanepa was incarcerated. Biafra agitation has stagnated. Completely stagnated. The people that he himself single-handedly brought into this very agitation, give them positions in the government, they completely destroyed everything that he built over the years. The same way the DOS that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly picked and put them in the leadership positions in IPOB, single-handedly destroyed every single thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was building over the years. Since 2012, few individuals that he picked by himself to come and help him fight for freedom, they destroyed the struggle in a twinkling of an eye. In a twinkling of an eye, boom, they destroyed everything. The same thing happened in this present agitation. Now they are now living in propaganda. The only agitation they know now is propaganda, social media propaganda. Onye nke common nkoya, onye nke jam njaya, ebupte no once in a while ebupte propaganda. Onye nke abupte nke, onye nke abupte nke. The only struggle they have now bụ kedu onye ye ebukari na propaganda. Onye ye ebukari na propaganda. That is the struggle that we are in now. What again? Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. This is our problem. Now, look at the Zoo Janjaweed army. Let's go back to the topic. Troops of the Nigerian army Let's start from the beginning. Army strikes IPOB/ESN strongholds, recovers explosive ransom funds. Take a chill pill. Achonke, I want you to digest this very headline from the Nigerian military. I want you to digest this headline first before we read the full details. Before we read the full details, digest the headline first. Army strikes IPOB/ESN strongholds, recovers explosive and ransom funds. This is from the official Nigeria military. I want you to remember what I just read a few minutes ago from Harrison Gwamnishu. Just have it in mind as we proceed. Now, they went on to write, troops of the Nigerian army under Operation Eastern Sanity have intensified offensive operations across the southeast, decisively overrunning IPOB/ESN strongholds and pushing the criminal elements into disarray. Relentless pressure mounted by the troops, backed by superior firepower, intelligence, and joint force synergy, has continued to expose the group's weakening structure and inability to withstand sustained military action. You think it's just there? You'll never see anything. Pay attention. On 14th, can I go back? Do I have to go back to Harrison Gwamnishu's post to show you the date that it happened? Yes, I have to. Don't worry, we are coming back here immediately. Let me first of all show you the date of Harrison Gwamnishu, how it all began. This is Harrison Gwamnishu's post, right? Now, can you see the mouse? Can you see the mouse? April 14, 2026. That is the day it was posted. Now, let us go. Oh, it's not showing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at it here. I hope it's showing now. Can you see it? Please let me know in the comment section if you can see it. Can you see it in the comment section, please? Look at it. April 14, 2026. April 14th, 2026. That is the day that Harrison Gwamnishu posted this. Now, the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army went on to do this. Nigeria is prepared for us. Let me tell us something. Nigeria is well prepared for us. And they are ready to keep us under slavery forever. Let me tell us the honest truth. If you think that they are not prepared, no, they are. Nigeria is ready to keep Biafrans under slavery forever, in perpetuity. In perpetuity, they are ready for that. Social media, they are ready. If you want propaganda, they imagine where the military organization, the military, the national military, is the one carrying this type of propaganda on their official X page, Facebook page, and Instagram page, carrying this propaganda on their own. Can imagine what their paid media platforms are doing to destroy Biafra, to tarnish Biafra through propaganda. Now, listen to this, my people. I hope it's showing on the screen now. Let's go there. They said, on 14 April 2026, joint troops of Sector 1, supported by the air component. Remember when Harrison Gwamnishu made his own, post, there was no air component, there was no Nigerian Air Force, but the zoo terrorist military added air component of Operation Udoka, launched a precision strike and clearance operation in Ajale Forest, a Zago local government area of Enugu State. The offensive forced IPOB/ESN elements into a chaotic retreat, abandoning critical assets, including an anti-tank improvised explosive device, IED. The failed attempt to deploy the device underscores the group's desperation and declining operational competence. The IED was safely secured by the explosive ordnance disposal security team, averting potential harm to troops and civilians. You see, to troops and civilians. They always tell you civilians. But when you go through the history, since Biafra agitation and struggle, there is no any history where Biafra soldiers, whether carefully or carelessly harm any Biafran. Did you get me? Whether carelessly or carefully harmed any Biafran, it never happened. I'm talking about innocent Biafrans, not saboteurs. Because if you sabotage me for me to be eliminated by my enemies, by my oppressors, and you who's supposed to be my brother, who's supposed to be my keeper, who's supposed to be brother's keeper, your brother's keeper. I'm your brother. You're supposed to be you're supposed to look, look my back. I look your back. And then you turn around to sabotage me. You sue me, can the enemy biazi gbuo mu. Why they are suru me? Are you expecting me to leave you? You never expect na ga-arapụ gị. Ife a na-abụ ife na-eme ndị igwe ji apụta na-ekwu na-akụ inyo. Onye sụchaa emi target ya ọgba ọsọ gba na Abuja, ọnọzi na Abuja na-akụ inyo, na-akpọ names, including their PGs, their president generals, their cabinet members. This is what they are doing. Isucha ụmụaka na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe, isucha afọ imi, gaa tụọ their family. Kedu ndị bụ ndị amị ọkwa ndị Fulani? Kedu ndị na-egosife ebe awa ndị na-anụ ọgụ Biafra nọ? Ọkwa ndị be anyị na-egosi, ọkwa ndị be anyị na-akpọrọ ndị zoo ga na-atụ aka na their family houses. Ọkwa ndị be anyị na-eme ya. So imesizie enwezi adị anọgụ mele ya mbịa kọwalụ gị aka. My brother, you mere ọfụma, you did well, you tried. Congratulations for sabotaging me. Congrats, you mere ọfụma, nkọlụ gị aka. That is what they're expecting. After sabotaging who pointed, kedu onye tụrụ aka ebe ụlọ Commander Gentle dị, family house ya, eju egba ụlọ nna ya ọkụ, gbuo mmanya. Kedu onye tụrụ aka ebe oh my goodness me, ọkwa ndị be anyị nọ na village na-akpọrọ ndị agha ndị zoo ga na-egosi ha family houses ndị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. No be we dey do am. No be we dey do am to ourselves. So apart from the saboteurs, which are not supposed to even be there in the first place, because they are the reason why we are in this precarious, in this very ugly situation, in this precarious situation that we found ourselves, saboteurs. There has never been any time that history genuinely recorded that Biafra armed forces mistakenly or knowingly or unknowingly harm any any innocent Biafran, not to talk of civilians, not to talk of immortitude. There is no any history like that. The people that harm our people each and every day are the same Nigeria jihadist army, Nigerian soldiers. Now, their propaganda continues here. They say troops have since established firm dominance over the general area, sustaining aggressive clearance operations and systematically dismantling all terrorist infrastructure. The deliberate destruction of hideouts using chainsaw and bulldozers has stripped the criminals of cover, leaving them exposed, scattered, and unable to regroup or mount any meaningful resistance. They never land. I just know preambles. Now they want to speak now. This is where I want you now to pay very, very, very close attention, because they are about to speak. They said, in a related intelligence, hold on. In a related intelligence-driven operation on the same day, troops of 82 Division Garrison, you remember the place. In a related intelligence-driven operation on the same day, troops of 82 Division Garrison deployed at Adani. I hope you remember the whole names. Adani in Uzuwani local government area, acting on credible intelligence from the Department of State Services. They did not tell us that Harrison Gwani issue is now a DSS operative. Propaganda. So the Zoo jihadist army did not tell the public that Harrison Gwamni issue is now a DSS operative. They didn't tell us. We are now hearing it from them that Harrison Gwamni issue has joined DSS. He's no longer doing his humanitarian job. He has joined DSS. That is what the jihadist army of Nigeria is telling us. Harrison Gwamni issue was called because that is his field. Because the people who, the victim and her family, knew very well that if they are calling to the zoo police, they can never get any help. And they have no contact or connection to the military. And you cannot just walk into a barracks and say, they have kidnapped your wife, and then you expect anybody to pay attention to you. Nigeria that we all know. You understand? So what do? They know that Harrison Gwamni issue has been fighting against kidnappers. They called him. His contact is in the public. He is on all his platforms. They called him and he responded. He said he mobilized from Asaba. And even on that in that video he posted, when he was traveling to Asaba, he filmed himself. We saw it. It's in that same video. You understand? Now, he said he mobilized. And when he got to 82 Division Garrison in Adani, Ozowani local government area, he contacted military officers, soldiers that went with him to rescue the woman, the kidnapped victim. That was the right information with video evidence. Now, this jihadist army went on to say, Garrison deployed at Adani in Ozowani local government area, acting on credible intelligence from the Department of State Services, DSS, tracked and intercepted ransom proceeds linked to a kidnapping syndicate. The swift raid led to the arrest of a notorious kidnap suspect, further exposing the group's, did you get that? Further exposing the group's reliance on criminality to sustain its collapsing network. Let me take that again. The swift raid led to the arrest of the notorious kidnap suspect, further, listen here, further exposing the groups is they are talking about, remember they are talking about IPOB ESN. They say further exposing the group's reliance on criminality. That means they said that this particular operation has further exposed the groups, the IPOB reliance. That na ESN enweghị strength. The only strength in nwere na bụ izu ori, criminality. That is the only place they rely now. If not, they have no backbone anymore. They have defeated ESN. They have defeated IPOB. The only backbone they have now is criminality. That is what the jihadist army is explaining here. Very, very clear. They say, further exposing the group's reliance on criminality to sustain its collapsing network. Exploitation of the area led to the recovery of a pump-action rifle, the same pump-action rifle Harrison Gwamnishu told us that they recovered. He said, and the sum of 2 million naira, you heard it from Harrison Gwamnishu, 2 million naira cash delivered to be ransom, cash believed to be ransom funds from the suspect's residence. Now, they did not end there. They went on to say, the suspect and recovered items have been handed over to the appropriate authorities for a thorough investigation to track other members of the criminal gang. The operation further degraded the IPOB/ESN's operational and financial capacity. These outcomes further demonstrate that IPOB/ESN elements are steadily losing ground, resources, and cohesion under sustained military pressure. The same IPOB they are talking about. Now, they went on to say, the Nigerian army remains unrelenting and fully committed to annihilating all criminal and insurgent elements, denying them any sanctuary. The Nigerian army further assures that I don't have to continue now. Let me show you the pictures. Watch the same video of Harrison Gwamnishu. The same video of Harrison Gwamnishu. That is where they did this screenshot. They took screenshot from that video, that Harrison Gwamnishu video. They took the screenshot and they posted it as an evidence of their operation against IPOB ESN. This is the 2 million naira cash they recovered, and this is the pump action. Now, watch this. I want to show you now. I want to show you the picture of Harrison Gwamnishu that they posted. I don't know if you can see it properly. I don't know if you can see. Let me see. I can't remember how I used to zoom this. Can't remember how I used to zoom this. Hold on. Just wait a little bit. Let me see if I can remember how I used to zoom. How I used to zoom this. Zoom is here. Let me see. Oh, no. No, it's not. It's not showing the way I want it, unfortunately. Let me see. I wanted Harrison face to show very well. I want it bold. But can you see Harrison here? Can you see Harrison here? Please let me know in the comment section if you can see him, because I want his face to appear very well, so you can see. So you can see the criminality of the Zoo jihadist army. Can you see Harrison's face here? Can you see him? Can you see his face? This is screenshot from that video that he posted. Screenshot from that video. I will go back to that video and show you this very place where Harrison Gwamnishu was, counting that money, that 2 million naira that they recovered from the kidnapper. This is the kidnapper here. This is the kidnapper. These are the kidnappers. You understand? So this is, can you see Harrison? Is it clear? Please let me know if you can see his face. I try to zoom it properly, but the zoom has gotten to its limit. Can't go beyond this, unfortunately. So this is Harrison here. This is him, and these are the soldiers that he went to that operation with. So now I will take you now to Harrison's post when he came to debunk this lie from the Zoo Janjaweed. And to be sincere, I really like what he did. I really liked what he did. For him to come out to debunk this, I like what he did. So now I'm going to take you to Harrison's latest video where he debunked this nonsense, this lie of the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army. Pay attention, please. It is very, very, very important that we do all this because, like as I said a couple of minutes ago, that the Zoo Janjaweed jihadist army is not relenting. They are not relenting. The Zoo is seriously, as I'm talking to you, they are prepared. Nigeria is prepared. They are 100% ready for us in any form, in any way. They are ready. Yes, I've gotten the video. They are very, very ready for us. And I continue na social media na propaganda everywhere. I'm telling you the truth. We are gone. We are finished. I'm telling you the truth. Onye went yagelo. Onye went yagelo. Miwakwanti rapo. Now, after seeing what the jihadist military of the Zoo did, Harrison Gwamnishu came out, to make this clarification. Pay attention, please. He said, no IPOB or ESN was arrested yesterday at Adani, Enugu State, in connection with the kidnapping case I posted. Check the military update and read the press release. I have gone through the military report and discovered its two updates joined together. Maybe it's an error from their part. No. He said, thank you for your concern. It is not an error. It is not an error. This is Harrison Gwamnishu's official X page. It has nothing to do with error at all. We are going to play the video now.
We are arrested. People.
Listen to this. It has nothing to do with error. No, they know exactly what they did. They know exactly what they did. Can you say the first ever video that I played today on this program, where they reintegrated over 700 Boko Haram repentant terrorists? Are you going to tell me that it's a mistake? It's not a mistake. What about the general that said that a repentant Boko Haram stands a chance of becoming a president of Nigeria? Was that a mistake? It's not a mistake. What about Nuhu Ribadu that called Boko Haram members their prodigals, their brothers and sisters? Was that a mistake? It's not a mistake. What about the current chief of defense staff, the overall military general, the number one general in the entire Nigeria, that came out to tell you that they are prodigal sons? Was that a mistake? It's not a mistake. The imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was it a mistake? It's not a mistake. They know exactly what they're doing. So before playing the video, we want to ask Nigeria Army a simple question. Do you know what we don't know? Why are you panicking? Why this desperate move to show the world that IPOB and ESN are a criminal organization? What that means is that they are telling America, they are telling America that they shouldn't put their hand or their mouth in anything that has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because his group is a criminal organization. That is what the Zoo Jihadist Army is letting America know by that tweet. You think that tweet is just for Nigerians? No, they don't care about Nigerians. They have already imprisoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria did not scatter. Nobody did anything. DOS was working with them. They couldn't do nothing. Who would have done something was already inside, and the government he left behind scattered into two, if not three, scattered into three. Because everybody wants to lead, everybody wants to be the leader, everybody wants to control the money. They are doing the job Christopher Musa told them to go and do in the government, in Brigi. They are doing it. They are still doing it today. They are not relenting. Because once you collect money from Nigeria, you must deliver. So they are not relenting. They will continue to do what they are doing until we use our action to break their bones. We are going to use action, not by Ife Kulunono. We will use our actions to break their bones. Yotago, we use action to break their bones, not a simple analysis. Simple analysis did not break DOS bones. We used action to break the bones of DOS. And on the 27th of February, we gave them vote of 2022. We gave them vote of no confidence and packed them by the side. That was the end of DOS. So we're going to use action to break the bones of these criminals that have infested this very struggle and almost get it destroyed. Almost got it destroyed. It's only action that will break them. Analysis and the exposition can weaken weaken them by opening the eyes of those that they have deceived. You understand? Analysis and the exposition can only open the eyes of those that they have deceived, which helps a lot. I cannot deny it, because we were doing analysis on DOS and open the eyes of those that they deceived. But the main point that broke their bone, that broke the camel's back, was our action. And that is what is going to repeat now. You understand? That is exactly what is going to repeat. If it doesn't repeat itself, we are doomed. So the Zoo Jihadist Army is just letting America know, no, 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 no. We know that you have interest in this case. Don't put hand in this case. Look at the group he formed. They are criminals. They are criminal organization. They are kidnapping people, collecting ransom. Don't put hand, please, please, please. Look at it. Look, check our Twitter. Check our Twitter. Check our X. You see what they're doing. We have evidence. The pictures are there. Don't put hand, please. We're begging you. America, don't put. That is the essence of that very tweet. I can beat my chest and tell you for sure and for free. That is the essence of that very tweet. Are you paying attention? That is the essence. You know why? You know how I know? Because Nigeria federal government has paid almost, or not has paid, is paying. Listen, Nigeria federal government is currently paying lobbyists in America, in Washington, D.C., $1 million every month. I'm not telling you every year. $1 million per month. And they have 1 year contract with Nigeria. $1 million per month in order to lobby American government to pay deaf ears, only for them to pay the no, just to pay deaf ears to any matter that has to do with Biafra. Nigeria government is paying one. I'm going to get you the name of their lobbyists very soon. Maybe in my next broadcast, if I remember it, I'll tell you. I'm going to bring more evidence of their lobbying activities in America. $1 million per month. Just to tell American government, don't put hand in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything that concerns Biafra, please, 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 just pay deaf ears to it. Don't listen. So that is the essence of that very tweet that they made yesterday. Are you paying attention now? That is the essence of that tweet. Now, let us listen to this.
All right, good morning. My name is Harrison Guamnishu. So I woke up this morning with messages, comments. Was the ESN that were involved with the kidnapping, ESN or IPOB that were involved with the kidnapping? You guys arrested suspected kidnappers, recover guns, ransom from Adani in Uzo, the local government area of Enugu State. Was it ESN or IPOB? So I went through the Army press release to find out where this whole stuff is coming from. And I have the release here, which is on Facebook, on X, and also on Instagram. All right. Now, what I discovered was, I think the Army, drop 2 updates. They use one post to make 2 updates. Okay, go through it very well, and you understand that what you are seeing there are 2 updates, but in one release. I think the way they wrote it, I think, is kind of confusing. Reason why you guys are saying, was it ESN or?
My brother, let me correct you. I understand your explanation, and don't do it in a way that people will tell you go explain tire. We understand your explanation, but you are the one who do not understand the game that the jihadist army of Nigeria is playing. Now you will not get them. We understand their game. We understand their game. They made it in a way that you will understand it this way now that we are explaining it. I'm talking to Harrison Guamnishu. Maybe he's watching this program, because everyone like in my hand there. So that is human nature. Even onye na watch before onye na mo no na exist, the do ye me program, that program know how somehow fellow biaginiru you watch ya otu social media di ebe ọ na-akpọrọ aha gị na social media, iwu megide n'ihe mechafia, you must see it. Ọ bụ na ịfụrụ ya by mistake na your timeline, somebody send the program, Yotago, onye ma onye able watch the program will send it to you. That is how it works. So they made it in a way for you now not to, because you are the one that led them to that operation. And they don't want to make it in a way that you feel too much and you feel depressed or you start regretting why did you go with them. That's why they made it seem as if there is a two operation. There is no any other operation. As a matter of fact, ESN is not currently in Enugu State. Yes, there's no any presence of ESN in Enugu State at this minute. Any other person you see there are all criminal gangs. As it stands now, as I'm talking to you now, there is no any ESN in Enugu State. I'm saying it in the air, and that is reality. Are you paying attention? That is pure. Pure. There is no any ESN in Enugu. As a matter of fact, in the beginning, Ndi Enugu self did not, Ndi Enugu did not show interest. I'm not talking about the Ndi Enugu be outside. Ndi Enugu be outside. They supported. They showed interest. They supported both with their resources, their time, and their effort. But Ndi Enugu na Ndi Ebonyi bi n'ụlọ, as a matter of fact, never allowed ESN to breathe. The last operation, and well, not even ESN, BLA, they are all the same. The last operation, the last operation in the zoo, n'Enugu, bụ ndị Enugu lead fa ga-agbuchashia commanders in Onimofia. It took them off guard, and this thing happened after this current sabotage started. After my Simon Ekpa was taken in, they colluded with the indigenes, invaded our commanders. Nimofia, buo one day, can nagwagi ofu boss ke di bushashia ESN commanders in Enugu State. One day in one operation. And the people did not know until a few days. Another way far for nothing. Agazi any mafia na fuzo zoom nine. Somebody, an eyewitness, born at Polomo Guam sin leko 3 years from Enugu State. An eyewitness. Yotago, send the child pictures, which I couldn't be able to share on social media. That thing cost me depression. It happened in Enugu. And it happened in 2025, early 2025, last year. After they started their shenanigans. So the tweet they made is just to confuse you personally, because you are the one that led them to that operation. Is to confuse you, for you to think that your side is innocent. There is a two operation, two different updates. No, it's one. There was no any other operation in Enugu because there is no ESN there in the first instance. After this one, I'm going to show you a video where they apprehended Enugu Forest Guard, apprehended not large number of Fulani terrorists day before yesterday. I will show you that video now after this very one. They apprehended them, but unfortunately they were handed over to police, and police is going to release them. Maybe by now, as I'm talking now, maybe they are free. And you may start hearing an attack in Enugu very soon. Because they just arrived. Those Fulani terrorists just arrived in Enugu State. And they were apprehended at night to Okwana Banekajina Agale. So where is the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army? Where is the jihadist army of the zoo? They are nowhere to be found. So the second reason why they made that tweet after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter is to tell Finland, because only defend this rumor now they are public. There is something that the jihadist army of the zoo knows. You understand? There is something. There is something. Look at Kedafaya. Chibuze Guato, he said that I'm lying. Look at the comment of Chibuze Guato. You are not ashamed of yourself. You are not ashamed of yourself, idiot like you. Let me show you a video of what is happening in Enugu State. That's the Enugu you are claiming you captured ESN commander. You're not ashamed. Are you not among those that formed ESN? Chibuze Guato, are you not ashamed? Are you not among those that formed ESN? Maggie. Are you not among those that formed ESN? Eh? Gela sapelona ha rokote na. Gela Kedafaya Kedafa nke anụ wayela ngozora beze na arụ aka n'ike esi n'imi. Kedafa that guy akpozi commander nke ikpeazụ a. Somebody remind me his name in the comment section. I was threatening Gento before. Kedafa that idiot. Yali he can oh boy, he can go Ruago, he can go Ruago, God forbid. Yeah. Chibuze Guato. That idiot ne threatened Gento before. Post it, if I nare Maggie. Caterpillar. How far about Caterpillar? How far came a Caterpillar? Chibuze Guato, you are not ashamed of yourself. You are here telling me how you captured ESN commanders. You captured them. You captured ESN commanders. You saw another form of ESN. Are you not among those that formed ESN? It's supposed to, if they are criminals, they're supposed to capture you first. Ifele mebuegi slave de kage ifele mebuegi ifele subuogi asubuo ke nwunu anya gi mmadu apụgo gi n'ime. You are no longer living. Ife bụ onye nwụrụ anwụ na aga ije. Are you not among those that formed ESN? That's what I'm asking you. Are you not among those that formed ESN? If you are among those that formed ESN, so you are supposed to be the first person to capture, because if you call them criminals, you are the one that you are among those that brought in criminals. You are among those who brought in criminals. If you are only idiot, if you are a criminal, if you are not the honey. So now the second reason the Zoo Janjaweed made that very tweet is to tell Finland never to release my salmon, because there is something that the Zoo Janjaweed jihadist army know that we do not know. Remember that they are in close contact with Finland. Remember that. And remember that Masa Manepa's appeal is fast approaching. It's coming very, very soon, 5th of August. So the zoo is panicking. The jihadist army is panicking. There is something which they know that we do not know, and they do not want it to go public yet. Are you paying attention? So they are panicking because it's obvious that Mazi Samanep and Joko will be released. You understand? He will be free because there is no any basis. There is no any written, there is no law. Just the same way they criminally, imprisoned Mazinam Dekano in the zoo. That is the same way they criminally imprisoned Masamanep in Finland, because there is no any law. How can you imprison someone in Finland just because of a mere allegation, and that person is living in Finland? In your own jurisdiction where that person is living, he commits no offense, no crime, and he's been living there for many years. For many years. And within the time frame that another party, the opposition party, which is the zoo, is claiming that the said crime was committed within the territories of the zoo, this same person that they are accusing remains in your country, he has never left. And all of a sudden, you imprisoned him for a mere allegation or a mere spoken word, in a free world. That was illegal. The imprisonment of my Simon Ekpanjoku was illegal. There was no any basic law in Finland or anywhere in the world that warrant imprisonment of a free speech or a freedom fighter. There's no law in the world. So what I'm thinking here is that the zoo, having been in close contact with Finland, must have seen that my Simon and Joko will be free very, very soon. So they are in depression now. They are running helter-skelter, trying everything they could to see if there's a way they can convince Finland not to release my Simon. That's why they are this move of the Zoo Janjaweed jihadist army is just a desperate move. A desperate move. Because they know that very, very soon, Allah ya bandiala. Allah ya bandiala. You understand? A desperate move. Because tell me, an operation that Harrison Gwamnishu Galo when Apollo 5 military officers, 5 soldiers, to go in order to rescue a kidnapped victim. You understand? All of a sudden, they changed it, and it is now IPOB operation. It is now IPOB and ESN. Now, let us see this. I hope Chibuze Guatokwe cannot hear. I hope you are still here. Now, listen to Harrison Gwamnishu. Listen to him.
All right, good morning. My name is Harrison Gwamnishu. So I woke up this morning with messages, comment. It was the ESN that were involved with the kidnapping, ESN or IPOB that were involved with the kidnapping. You guys arrested suspected kidnappers, recover guns, ransom from Adani in Uzo, the local government area of Enugu State. Was it ESN or IPOB? So I went through the army press release to find out where this whole stuff is coming from. And I have the release here, which is on Facebook, on X, and also on Instagram. Right now, what I discovered was, I think the army, drop 2 updates. They use 1 post to make 2 updates. Okay, go through it very well, and you understand that what you are seeing there are 2 updates or in 1 release. I think the way they wrote it, I think, is kind of confusing. Reason why you guys are saying, was it ESN or IPOB? For me, Harris, I don't even know how ESN or IPOB looks like. All right, I've not met them before, but I know that I've seen people who support IPOB agitation and the whole law, but I don't know who they are, and I don't want to know. I don't know about them. Okay, so, but people who were arrested, and then gone recovered, ransom recovered, were kidnappers. All right, we're kidnappers. All right, so those guys are kidnappers. They have been terrorizing that community, and then on Friday last week, that woman was kidnapped and ransom was demanded. They paid ransom, and then we went for it, and then suspects were arrested. We recovered the ransom, gun were recovered, and which was handed over to the police yesterday. Now, this was carried out by the military, 82 guards in Enugu. All right. Now, if you read through, just read from beginning to the end, you understand that they used 2 cases in this press release, not just 1. So it was 2 updates they used to, and I think the person that made the release, we have to go back and clarify it. All right. Now, this is where it concerns us. This one that happened at Adani. All right. Now, he said, look at it, let me read it. Let me read through a little. All right. Now, in a related intelligence-driven operation on the same day, troops of 82 Division Garrison deployed at Adane in Ozowan local government, acting on credible intelligence from the Department of State Services, tracked and intercepted ransom proceeds linked to a kidnapping syndicate. Now, the swift raid led to the arrest of a notorious kidnap suspect, further exposing the group's reliance on criminality to sustain its collapsing network. Exploitation of the area led to the recovery of a pump-action rifle and the sum of 2 million naira cash, believed to be ransom funds from the suspect's residence. All right. So if you
look at the idiot, look at the comment of the idiot. He said, just look at your members disgracing your useless leader Nnamdi Kanu and the criminal in Finland. You call someone a criminal. Who are you? And what are you? What are you? Is it not the same criminality and hunger that brought you into IPOB? Unfortunately, you didn't get the money you didn't get the bag that you are looking for. You ran to politics. Illiterate de kagena school now more half again. You think you can succeed in politics? Shame on you. If I knew about Pugogi, got join your ancestors here. Now you are fighting to clinch on whoever you can grab. Obi Kubana ekwarogi here. Kubana chief priest ekwarogi here. Kerafa ya. Kerafa this Soludo ekwarogi ife. How far? How far Chibuze Guato? You know, they analyze my voice, Melu Soludo analyze Oto Esu Eji Biafra Unite. If I anare meg onyo ri dikage. Onyo ri dikage. In our choose Esu where Banya Soludi Mokogi ife, because Soludo knows you are a criminal, even though he himself is a criminal, he's a thief, he's a murderer. But he knows that you're a criminal. So you think if you demonize Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, demonize IPOB, then now Nigeria will now see you as a human being. They will now help your useless life. What is your job in South Africa? You are just roaming about the street. Illegal attachment to Akwagiya. You sabotage your brother. You think I don't know your history? You sabotage your brother in Mozambique and ran to South Africa. You, criminal like you, or today, you that sabotage your brother in Mozambique and ran to South Africa. You stole from your own brother in Mozambique. And now all of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now a criminal. Simon Ekpa is serving in Finland for freedom. For freedom. Even that country where you live, the man who fought for the freedom of that country, his name was still in American terrorist list until 2002. Until 2002. Idiot to the Kagonyori. I wanna boy be a idiot like you, criminal. Each and every sabotage Biafra then full and name as welcome. Yeah, because those joy Chukuka Fuebu or again walking. Joy how far Nigeria has accepted him. Also, Kwanandi former ESN, though he was attending IPOB meeting in Turkey before he deported to Oya. Jugodi Chukuka Fuebu how far? Okobi Abuja. Abuja Kobi. Juo Chukuka how far? How far has Nigeria accepted him? Idiot like you. Onyori dekage. Chanaya Maronyebo. Oluku. Let's listen to Harrison.
You go to from beginning, you will see that there are two different updates. All right. So the handler of this, the military handler, used two different updates for this. So at the beginning, it was a case they have with ESN or whatsoever. That
you are confused. You allowed them to confuse you. Harrison, you allowed them to confuse you. Let me bring that update again. that you, because I know you are watching, because any place up or our Madonna or they alive. Now, let me show you that update once again, because now what you are saying, I cannot blame you. I cannot blame you because you, of course, you are working with the army to rescue, the kidnapped victims. So I get your point. I understand where you are coming from, right? I get you. No problem. I don't have any case with you. No issue whatsoever. You've been doing a very good job, and continue with whatever you are doing, even though you are using the terrorist military to do it, but at least you select the good ones that you can work with, and continue with whatever you are doing. Look at what they said there. Even though that they try to deceive you, even if they are trying to deceive you, I will come back to your video, but let me show you this again. Even if that they try to deceive you, they failed woefully here. They said on 14th April 2026, joint troops, even before here, where is that place they talked about DSS? Is it not the same place? Department of State Services. Hold on. Hold on. I need to. It's there now. Look at it. In a related intelligence-driven operation on the same day, which, remember, if you read this first paragraph, they try to show you. That's why Harrison is making this analysis that is a two different, update in one press release. I get it. I understand what Harrison is doing, but that is the deliberate move made by the jihadist army of the zoo in order to confuse he himself, Harrison Gwamnishu, not for any other person, but he himself, because there was no any two operations in Enugu. It was only that one that you led. Harrison, that one you led. I'll come back to your video. Now, this first paragraph here made it look as if the other things they were reporting here was a different, update. But no, because in this same whole part here, this is where you see that there was no any other operation apart from that one that you, Harrison, led. Because let us read. In a related intelligence-driven operation on the same day, troops of 82 Division Garrison deployed at Adani in Ozo-1 local government area, acting on credible intelligence from the Department of State Services. Harrison Gwamnishu, you are the one that brought the deal. Are you a DSS officer? The answer is no. We all know who you are. We know your history. I even know when you went to prison, when SARS put you in Clickley for 4 years. We know these things. You have never been a member of DSS before. Now, they now change you and claim that it was an intelligence gathering from DSS. They say now they tracked and intercepted ransom proceeds linked to a kidnapping syndicate. The swift raid led to the arrest of a notorious kidnap suspect. Further, now pay attention, in this same place here, not another place. They have different lines. There's this first one, which is the headline. There's the headline here, and of course there's this one, and then there's this one, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one, and the last part. Now, in this same place here, where they try to confuse you as if there's a different, operation, but it's only one operation. As long as Enugu is concerned, that day before yesterday, and yes, it's only one operation. Now, if you read further, you see here, they said, further exposing the group's reliance on criminality to sustain its collapsing network. Exploitation of the area led to the recovery of a pump action rifle and sum of 2 million naira cash believed to be ransom funds from the suspect's residence. You understand? Further exposing the group's reliance on criminality to sustain its collapsing network. And if you come upstairs, you see they said here that the deliberate destruction of hideouts using chainsaw and bulldozers has stripped the criminals of cover, leaving them exposed, scattered, and unable to regroup or mount any meaningful resistance. Now, if you go further down, they said, immediately after here, which they used to confuse you, they went on to say, the suspect and recovered items have been handed over to the appropriate authorities for a thorough investigation to track other members of the criminal gang. Now pay attention. They continue. They didn't stop there. They did not stop there. They continued. They said the operation further degraded the IPOB/ESN operational and financial capacity. You understand? Did you get that? They said, oh, this is very simple to understand. Further degraded. No, the operation further degraded the IPOB/ESN's operational and financial capacity. These outcomes further demonstrate that IPOB/ESN elements are steadily losing ground, resources, and cohesion under sustained military operation. So, what do you want to know there? That every single thing they said here are all directed to IPOB and Eastern Security Network. What else do you want to know? Forget their, fake pretense. Fake and pretense. It's all pretense. They're pretending. They are all pretending. We know their game. We know their gimmick. Now, let us go back to Harrison Gwamnishu. Let's go back to his video. In conclusion, then I will play the video of Fulani terrorists in Enugu for the slave, the idiot, about Mazinam de Kano na Simon Ekpa, thunder fire kwage, ife kage buru kwage nabani, idiot. Listen to your fellow man.
That was what they started with. Then they now added this one together. All right. So if you see the picture that were uploaded here, you see my picture in that place. Those places you see me counting money, I was trying to confirm something. All right. So if you see the other place that
he is no longer talking. Immediately Malia Catapella, Maya Sapele, Onarie, because all mana ebaka secret yano. Because all mana ndi anu na target ka by him, the likes of Soludo them, the likes of Kedafa, this criminal blue city boy Batani, Kedafa ya Obiku Bana them. They can never have anything to do with you. They know you are a criminal, even though they are criminal on their own. But they are dealing with different criminality. You are dealing with a different criminality. Then their own, they are dealing with the drugs and the 419 fraud. That's how they are making their money. Your own is you are dealing with kidnapping. You are dealing with kidnapping. You have your kidnapping syndicate. That's why it was easy for you to work with a little fan over. You are dealing with kidnapping syndicate. But Obi Kubana and chief priest, then they are dealing with fraud and drugs. They know that they can never work with you. They know who you are. They know your record. So forget it. All those your hustle to sabotage them, they kind of sabotage after all, more Jeku one nigga. Am I surprised? Am I surprised? More Jeku from Ichinewi or one nigga kobu. Onye debara anyị na the present situation I know today. Okwa debara anyị si otu ọnọdụ anyị dị today. Okwa ya nwa. Oh, one nigga kobu. Mad people everywhere. Eptali ikwu okwu. Bịa gwa anyị ife gị na Caterpillar ji. Bịa gwa anyị ife gị na Sapele ji with Chinasa Nworu. You claim you have left IPOB, but you are still working with Chinasa Nworu and Sapele. Idiot like you. Oge nwunye Caterpillar mụrụ nwa, ego ne ka ị nyere ya? How much did you give to Caterpillar? Oge nwunye ya mụrụ nwa. Bịa gwa anyị. You put a claim on, you are no longer a member of IPOB. You think say we don't know your dealings. You think say we don't know who you are. Mad people everywhere. Idiot.
You see, like this kind of picture here, like this picture here, all right? That's not the scene. That was the bomb or ice. Yes.
Those are big. They have it in quantum. Didn't you see when they were spreading lies the other day, claiming they have IEDs that they have gathered and all that? People who are intelligent did fact checked and saw that the IED that they claimed was discovered in Lagos and the Ogun State when Fulani herdsmen invaded Ogun State and trying to penetrate Lagos. Were you not in Nigeria? You were in Nigeria. So you saw those things. Then they came out to start explaining. You saw it. So they have all those pictures in quantum. Probably for to go in Nigeria. So they can just pick one or two pictures and attach with your own screenshot and then sell their propaganda. They know exactly what they are doing. There's no any mistake there. What I want you to know is that there is no any single mistake. They know exactly what they are doing. Somebody cannot take time to write this full note in the name of press release and you call it mistake. No way.
So if they call it, I don't know. That should be their own, you understand? So please, let us try to read through and see the confusion in it, all right? So I think it's from the handler who posted this page. So please, for clarification, I was not involved in the arrest of ESN or IPOB members.
That's what I want to hear. You are not involved in arrest of ESN or IPOB member. And to be honest with you, there was no any arrest of any ESN or IPOB member in Enugu State day before yesterday, on the 14th of this month of April 2026. There was no any arrest of any IPOB or ESN member in Enugu State. As a matter of fact, I have said it before and I'm going to repeat it again. There is no presence of ESN right now in Enugu State. Some people may be disguising themselves, committing crimes using the name of IPOB and ESN in that same Enugu State. I want to Biafra ka ogini ka na nwere nke no Enugu nọkwa na egwu wayo nke na-atọ ndị mmadụ enyego go ahead order to kidnap people, to collect ransom and do all those things. He's in Enugu State. If I'm not mistaken with of his name, I think he's something Organihu Biafra, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I don't get the name right. There's that one that stays in Enugu State that his job is to kidnap people and he's using the name of ESN and the BLA. You understand? So if there's anything in that form, it is the criminal gang that are dealing with kidnappings in Enugu State. It has absolutely nothing to do with either IPOB or Biafra or even BLA. It has nothing to do with it, but they are using the name of BLA and ESN to commit those heinous atrocities in Enugu State. That one I know. I even know their names. The problem I have is that I don't know how to apprehend them, and I don't have the capacity to apprehend them. But I know their names, especially one of them who they are now currently calling commander. You understand? It has nothing to do with BLA. If it's BLA, you are going to see their job. If it's BLA, you will see their job. Their job is not hidden. You will see it. There will the formation of BLA is to delegitimize the zoo within Biafra territory. That is the job of the Biafra Liberation Army. The delegitimization of the zoo within Biafra territory. Anything other than that is a criminal activity. It has nothing to do with BLA. It has nothing to do with ESN. So if they are those gang in Enugu, I'm aware of that gang. If they are delegitimizing the zoo from Enugu State, from Enugu territory, even if I don't support whoever that is funding them, but I will support their job because I am very, very pure in this very struggle. And I know the template of this very struggle. You have to delegitimize the zoo in Biafra land. If you do not delegitimize the zoo, you are not fighting for freedom. This is the template of this very struggle. Delegitimization of the zoo within Biafra land. And whoever that is working for the zoo cannot support anybody that is delegitimizing the zoo in Biafra territory. Even though they support it with their lips, they can never support it with their actions. You understand? That is how you know who is fighting for Biafra. If they are not delegitimized, you already know what I mean by delegitimization of the zoo. I don't have to explain everything. If you are not delegitimizing the zoo within Biafra land, because there is only one structure of the zoo in Biafra land, there is nothing else. We do not have any standard health care system, put in place by the Nigerian government within Biafra land. In Igbo, we don't have good healthcare system. We don't have running water. We don't have school system. We don't have anything that represents the federal government of the zoo within Biafra land or within Igbo land. We don't have it. The only thing we have are two things. Number one is the zoo terrorist army barracks in Biafra land within Ali Igbo. The second thing we have is the zoo terrorist and jihadist police barracks within police stations within Biafra territory. These are the only two presence of the zoo in Biafra. So anybody who claims he or she is fighting for Biafra and you don't care about the delegitimization of the zoo within Biafra land, you are a criminal. No matter who supports you, it's none of my business. I do not care. So anybody who is carrying AK-47, assault rifle, double barrel or whatever in Enugu State, claiming to be BLA, ESN, IPOB, and you are there doing whatever you like, causing havoc, wreaking havoc in Enugu, and claiming to be BLA, you are a thief, you are a criminal, and you should be dealt with. You should be dealt with. If you claim to be a Biafran fighting for Biafra liberation, we will see your job. You have been in that Enugu State for a very long time, and the reason you found self-heaven in Enugu because you know that BLA at the moment, the presence of BLA is not there. You found self-heaven in Enugu. Anambra, Enugu, so you found self-heaven there. So there is no BLA there now. Can you start delegitimizing the zoo from Enugu? I be those support Walogaaka. If not, you are nothing but a thief. Anybody buegbe nroni moya na na ha no ogu nwere onwe is a criminal. Or else gwa if iji egbe eme. Ife na-ekwu na public, ọ bụ na anugo na nwere ebe a na atụ ndị zoo ọsọ na Enugu, ọ na-abịa gwa m send alụ na video ka m kpọọ ya. Mụ ya bụ onye eti breaking news. I want to echi breaking news from me. Open when a news more video more any evidence that na chundi zoo also from Enugu send alone nyakam tielo no breaking news early more. I don't care who is supporting them. Yotago. So forget anything ana call on social media, forget their propaganda. I don't watch even to them now, I don't pay attention to them. On will even focus now. Yotago, on will even focus now, and thereby akuchem no na. Any other thing, any idiot na on social media, I don't care. Obroga I nyechon channel no so one by one. I nyon channel no so with action, one by one. So no matter only na onu no na ezundi by zone yanke azwana obrogo no ya boso. Mad people everywhere. I want to show you one more thing. First of all, let me show you how they captured Fulani terrorists in Enugu State. How they captured Fulani terrorists in Enugu State. After that, then I will now show you one mad woman. Orugo again, you website that woman at this platform. Unfortunately, actually. Unfortunately. Now pay attention to this.
Fulani, them be Fulani. I don't know what they do for Ugoye. They've been come for inside one village like that. This one's now be Fulani. Them be Fulani. I don't know what they do for Ugoye. They've been come for inside one village like that. For Umugoye village. They can't find them. I don't know what thing carry them come here. This one with me. I still they talk. What thing carry you na come? Make una dey explain. What una don't do us bad. We no need make una dey come here again. You know, come be like say we still be one Nigeria like that. I bet. What una come do by this time? Una no come during the daytime. Nobody feel explain. Una just carry 2 by 2 at the plank. I don't even understand. What be all this?
You see what they carry? If we hear Chalugod.
Plank, I don't even understand. What be all this one?
Watch. If we are ha ketri kebe like egbe pump action. If we are ketchi, this thing were on abua, nke first on ya, nke ano here second on ya, abia ketchi ye, on were dika ebe ejide n'aka n'ukwu ya ebe ni. Or dika atụọ gị n'iru na especially n'abalị because abalị ka eji wee jide fa. You know, and if this video was taken at night, ndị jidere ihe a bụ ndị Enugu State Forest Guard. Enugu State Forest Guard bụ ndị jidere fa. Yotago n'abalị ebe ha na-plan ka awakpo Ugwoye, ụmụ Ugwoye n'Enugu State. Yotago ewe gụba ha. Plenty of them, many of them. Ihe na ihe aji atụọ gị n'iru egwu abaga arụ kidnap gị maba ime ọfịa. Ihe a ka ha na-arụ. Yotago. But my anger bụ na these people, the Enugu State Forest Guard, handed them over to the police. All here we tell them that this operation. Yotago, they were handed over to the police. And guess what? Otamana Gine Kwoku by this time now, adding sure that these people are they go free. They have released them. 100% they are released, they are free. So yen na gwandi forest guard and even though namuno na anaha aroko, yen na gwa any vigilante group of vigilante obu kwa makandi udogachi maobu AVG ya undi terrorists or soludo gadro oji egbu ndi umu Igbo na Anambra in order to show Fulani that he's working. So all those village vigilantes na no genuine ones ndi communities bakoraka ka ha raise young men get defended their community against Fulani. Unu jide ndia once you have seen that these are terrorists in making, Dugalo Fachuko Kikabiam immediately. Don't waste time. Once you see them in this form, especially at night like this, unless me army before, unless you are a resigned or a retired soldier, or a resigned or retired police officer. That is the only way. At night, why can't you surrender? Like this, more than 50. So no for her, no jide ha do not because if you fail to cut cancer from early stages, one force and it will be highly devastating. Nigeria Burofu, we are not one. We are not one people. Why are they roaming about the bush at night, having these kind of things? With the 2x2 on your videos in a habu, nisi eman faint. Faint na he need the egbe. Enuogi that 2x2, he faint ye, a brugi by mafia, boaze call okay with ego. So once you catch them, do the needful immediately. If you fail to do the needful, now watch.
Nobody feel explain. When I just to carry 2x2 at the plank, I don't even understand. Waiting be all this one. Waiting they want they use and they do this one. Waiting they want use all this one. Yeah? They go search you now. I mean they talk, they go search you now.
Now, this is from Enugu State. You have seen it. In conclusion, we are going to play one more last video. After that very video, I conclude or make you. Unfortunately, this is something that I never wanted to do before. I wanted to allow this woman, this mad woman, to continue her madness because she is irrelevant. Unfortunately, I found out that I cannot ignore this. Because but direct war go burubia to on Mazinam de Kano. If Oburu, she came directly to fight Mazinam de Kano, directly one-on-one. You understand? And she knows what she's doing. She knows who she's working for. Several times. This very woman several times. Although I'm not used to bringing her picture or video. I'm not used to it because I never wanted to show her ugly face on this platform. Never. Mana even Mazisa and Joko when a level lawyer be on a level lawyer be meru or more good not you webtagi before your webtagi. Even Mazinam the canon a webtag. On a level ye meru or webtagi because he cannot analyze you or talk to you without bringing it to a certain level, without bringing you out. Yotago. So 1 year we do get ebonye when yama or the go that stage now. You put here na this very platform. Can we ke gwayoku? Yotago. Can we ngarapi ya oku inyo juria no then gwayoku. Pay attention.
Imagine now the Kali in what the iPop no number right now, very close to you, man. No things so. Imagine now the Kali in what the iPop no number right now, very close to you, man. No
before you know IPOB, you go do so malo to say pronounce the name. You're even now. Stop deceiving the gullible. You don't know anything about IPOB, and you may not even be 100% Igbo woman. Otram nona mpam mam kuku mpam kuku ma ikunnem mpa ikunnem ma ikunnem mpampa ikunnem. As in, we are not just in the Igbo, no, I see from one village. now. I see from one village, at least to my third generation, dating back from me, my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather. The ones who are their history. We are from the same village, including my mam kuku. Onana ifem neku now. Mam kuku na mam kuku na mam talomo. We are from the same village. We did not cross our village. Me afozikwe cross the so-called state created by the zoo. Not even state, local government. We're from the same village. The difference is not there, but the kindreds, different kindreds that can marry each other. The same village. You have to go the same village, but different kindreds. So this woman here, at this home sure, no be a typical Igbo woman. So before you know IPOB, Emalugodo twist akpoya mekpole IPOB o mekpole IPOB. Ega akpoya IPOB. Oboro IPOP. Obuho ana akpoya IPOP. Not IPOP. Ifo bobo IPOB. Ichogodi akpoya like we don't usually call it like that. We call it IPOB. Indigenous people of Biafra. But even though nature akpoya like that, iporu IPOB, not IPOP. Obro P or B and they are not P. So when you pronounce IPOP, oh gosigom nebo you are not there. I'm under a roar, and we are going to we are busting you already.
Think so. Imagine now the Kali in what the IPOP no number right now, very close to you, manos or Jinaka.
Okono no yakona de kwa kam just na ekufu isiokwu ma na akoya onu. Okono nụrụ ya onye si otu a pronounce indigenous people of Biafra ogosi na obonye Biafra obonye Igbo obonye Biafra. Is she really a Biafran? The answer is no. This woman is not an Igbo woman. This woman is not a typical Igbo woman. You cannot be an Igbo woman and living within the territories of the zoo, knowing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fully well as she claimed in the past. And then you come here to tell us IPOP. Who are you deceiving? IPOP. I normally hear that from the people from maybe Yorubas or Northerners. IPOP. Even politicians know how to pronounce IPOP. Now let's pay attention.
Think so. Imagine now the Kali in what the IPOP no number right now, very close to you, manos or Jinaka, either to destroy it or to get it. Because both you and IPOP are very important in this struggle. Very, very important at this point in time.
So somebody help me. Oh. Is this woman now the spokesperson of DOS? If she's now the spokesperson to the DOS, is no longer a powerless. Please, can somebody tell her that the DOS in question do no longer have ties with IPOB? Can somebody tell this ignorant woman that DOS do no longer have any ties with IPOB? Anywhere you see DOS member tagging IPOB to their whatever nonsense they are doing, to their activities, just know fully well that they cannot succeed or survive, not even succeed, because they can never succeed. They cannot survive as a group of individuals without that name IPOB or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They can never succeed, even though they are no longer working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB. They know very well that it is impossible for them to survive as individuals because they eat from IPOB. They feed from IPOB. So it is impossible for them to survive without attaching the name of IPOB. Yes. So somebody tell this ignorant woman. I tell me, if not, I can eat ignorant son. Another name can eat in. When I tell me, boy, my call on them wine call. I tell me, boy, ango million them. Yotago. I tell me, boy, when somebody tell this ignorant woman that na DOS are no longer members of IPOB. They are now IPOB as, like some of them Bundibo. They are now IPOB by birth, not IPOB by association anymore. Now listen to this.
Man, I get play with your card well. And my working so nobody will ever tell you. The Biafran struggle will leave you behind.
Nwaanyị na-amara ife na-eme na struggle is the one sitting somewhere comfortably in her car, probably her car, telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Hamadike ndị Igbo nọ na nga na-atara anyị afụfụ ọkwa a prince for that matter, heir apparent to the throne of Afaruku Ibeko, na-agwazi our leader na Biafra struggle will leave him behind. Ọkwụnụ moto nwaanyị asị pụta, ọkwụnụ maka o si pụta, o bụ ụzọ pụta na-eti mkpu sị rapụ Nnamdi Kanu, ọ pụta na-eti mkpu sị IPOB na ọ bụrụ ndị IPOB na-eme ife na-eme n'ala Igbo, ọ na-eti mkpu sị ife ọ na-eme ife ahụ. What she was doing is just to gather followership, to gather believers. O nwere ife eji ama saboteurs. Saboteurs na-ebend within a twinkling of an eye. Ọkwụnụ fụ ka Chibuzo egwu atụ si bend ya, otu aka sabos si ebend. Saboteurs do not, stay the test of time. They bend. Ọ ka alụ gị mma na ịnọbụ na struggle ife ka nte batante n'ọnụ ịrapụzie the struggle completely. Ọ ka alụ gị mma da na ịnọkwa na sabotage the struggle na-eklem kwa na ịka nọ na the struggle. Ma ọ bụ na-epụzi join izie politics wee bụrụzie a thorn on the flesh of ụmụ Igbo. Ịghọtago ebe anwa ka mmụọ anị ya apịagide gị ịtarị, pịaruo gị ịtarị n'ọnwụ, enwugodu mmụọ anị ka ya na-apịa gị ịtarị. If you die, the spirit of our land, the spirit of our ancestors will continue to flog you, to wipe you in the grave. You understand? Now, let us watch her.
Read my lips today, write today's dates down. I will be a member of ICO.
Okay.
Manadiko yeno na akoko. Ija akpachanya mazi.
People without shame.
Amwetara. Galani.
Oh, afufu etara bụ nke ga-ana gị n'iyi. Afufu etalo gonwa bụ nwaanyị, gonwa achọrọ m ịkpọ gị iyi o. Somebody gwakwa this woman. Afufu m ga-abụ gị ọnụ, ekwela ka m bụọ gị ọnụ. M bụọ gị ọnụ, ya atagbu onwe gị n'afọ. Ịghọtago? M bụọ gị ọnụ, I will speak, m ga-represent ọnụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ị na-akparị, buji ya bụọ gị ọnụ. Because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ata nnukwu afụfụ na nga because of ọ chọrọ ịzụ ụmụnne ya ndụ. So afụfụ ịtalị ya ana n'iyi. Afụfụ gụnwa talụ bụ nke ya ana n'iyi na ọ bụla afụfụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ata. Somebody gwa this woman ya ga chịrị, ọ mara ebe ọ sara arụ, ọ ga chịrị tọwel ya naba. Ama na irigo ndị chọrọ ka eri ha mugu, irigo ha mugu wee jiri IPOB, jiri Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee pụta, jiri struggle wee pụta na-eklem na ị na-asọpọtụ Biafra, but ị na-asọpọtụ from the side, you are not a member of IPOB. Then we know how you came. Now we switch, go now. You are now attacking Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. You are not the first person. We know how they usually do it. A lot of people do it. They come with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra, IPOB, in order to get fame. Once they gather that few little followership, they think they have arrived. They will switch. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu becomes their topic. It has happened over the years. It did not begin from you. We know how it usually works. People did it with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a lot. When he went in, Mazi Samanepa began to put the strings. People used the name of Samanepa to become a little bit famous on social media, and they switched. Many people did it. In our own eyes, it happened. So your own is not a exception. Somebody should go and tell this woman, ya no do no so. Ya mechio no chogode queen ya ko ya preach when the DOS. Ya preach when the good things in the DOS in me ya bia preach when on social media. Ya rap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all genuine Biafrans all over the world. Over 70 million. Everybody. And you are simply attracting enmity to yourself. Those people you think that they are following you, they are listening to you, they will become your enemies. They will suddenly become your enemies, because there is no any genuine Biafran who is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supporting Biafra, supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will watch this your video without turning to your enemy. No genuine Biafran will watch this video without becoming your sudden enemy. Nobody. Now listen.
I get one of the misunderstanding. Yes. An intelligent, smart, and good leader with your ability to manage your group.
Okay.
No complain.
So now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have ability to manage his group. Therefore, he's not an intelligent leader. That is what she's saying. Or if now. Therefore, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an intelligent leader. Because according to this woman, he doesn't have ability to manage his group. You got to go? Now, listen. Okwanyeno Nangao, onye jinime since 2021. I will tell you her anger. Okusi angwagi foju eku okwa okuni no oku. Yeni no vomit. I will tell you the reason. Just pay attention.
Tunumbu now, and when I say fair leader, you also have corner koko or your leader. I pop kwasa today, and especially a time no una hajika on around. You also kwage kwa Simon Ekperima. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nke ka na ngwa. You also get kwa Simon Ekperima. You created that Ekperima. Ika hakola hu ya. Because I put over na ndi Igbo niile Simon Ekperima na ala Igbo enwere ike stone ya today. I put ihe few people na-eso ya na akọ.
Ifugonu odogo ganya now. Okwala ndigo. Okwala ndigo now. Somebody tell something na comment. Or say somebody say peace man, or say Biafra unite. That woman you are insulting, she's my mother. Don't you ever insult her again. Otinye emoji asoni wenewe. Peace man. Amamo peace man nke peace man nke gebo peace man W96. That therefore bro the real peace man, the one I know. You know, I'm sorry for you. I'm not going to help you. I cannot help you. I'm sorry for you. First of all, I haven't insulted her. Oh, yes, I haven't. I have not insulted her. So, advice now, because next time I will come in a different color. Today, I haven't insulted her. I only called her ignorant because she is ignorant. And if you go to dictionary and ask what is the meaning of ignorant, they will tell you the meaning of, dictionary will tell you the meaning of ignorant or ignorance. So you don't say it's an insult. Somebody who is calling IPOB, and you call that person ignorant, you did not make any mistake. And the reason why you can call her ignorant is because she claimed to know IPOB. She claimed to know IPOB, and then she's calling it IPOP. So who is she not ignorant? Is she not ignorant? You understand? So you are the one that has a job to do here. By calling her as you claim to be, that she's your mother, tell her, Mama, please, Natawa, leave this matter alone. Leave this matter alone. Rapundi Biafra ka amewe ihe ka lụbọgụ nwere onwe ha wepụ aka na ya. Ife na onye na-amaghị ebe mmili na wee bido mawe ya anaghị ama ebe ọ madebele ya. Gwa ya ka ọ wepụ aka completely. No nwe ife gbasara ya there. I just advise you like a reasonable person that I am. If not, Kari, I can't talk to you like this, you know. So completely. She's disgracing herself on social media. I'm not the one. She is the one disgracing herself. Also, na Samonekpa anata na ani Igbo na ya atu ya okute. Onye ya atu Samonekpa okute. Who is going to stone Samonekpa? Unu eche na unu demonize ya Samonekpa. Then ndị mmadụ gee unu ntị. People know the importance of Samonekpa. If to say Samonekpa is free till today, Biafra would have come. Biafra would have come. Because the zoo was never ready for the second onslaught that they were supposed to face after the redeclaration of Biafra, if it happened as planned. You understand? The zoo was not ready. That's why they were, you took them. They did all they could, sent the VP, the vice president to Finland to go and negotiate with Alexandra Stubb, the president of Finland, how to imprison Samonekpa. Because they knew that if Samonekpa had declared that very Biafra, the rest is history. By now, any presence of the zoo, you wouldn't have seen any presence of the zoo. All this press release you see them making now, nonsense. It wouldn't have been there. You wouldn't see any presence of the zoo jihadist military in Anibo, in Biafra land as a whole. Okwa any party take a jidosie yike man to flag guy there. Now march forward. I am marching there forward to run Atlantic Ocean. By now, this place will not Imo State now. All Biafra flag carrying not there. By now. Who pose on them mark saying on na Ikonso house. That was the objective, the target. Declare Biafra, defend it. That was the target. Defend it. Also, quasi take 30 years war. We will fight it. Master Samonekpa made it clear. He was very, very ready, sincere for the struggle. He wasn't there to play. He's not Chike Dozie or China Sanworu. Ndio Johnny Ebuoji. Yotago? Declare it and defend it. And they take the land one by one. Everyone take a man to a flag. Now march forward. That was the objective. That was the target. That was the script. That's why all these idiots up there and you have titles. I don't send them. I don't work with them. I don't care about them because they left the template. And the problem is that they were there. They know the template. They know it. That's my anger with them. They know the template. But they left it. They left the template. Not that they didn't know it. They know it. As I know it, they know it. Because they were there when it was drafted. They abandoned it because they have accomplished their target, their dream, which is to get Samonekpa out of the way. You understand? By now, how many portions of Biafra land I can even go by now? Oh no.
Simon Ekpa Nwokwu n'ala Igbo enwere ike stone ya to death. But you created him. Today, he can open that icon. He can open that Saint Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But you created a man that is in jail. While you are in jail, I need to celebrate again. Now, what Kiriana? While Simon Ekpa on a jail, I need to demonize ya. Now, why Afa?
Because you people are hypocrites. You people are hypocrites. You people are hypocrites. Love Moses, Jidero Nubu, or if Onobo. For Moses in Anya, Bueron, or what if also? You people are hypocrites. The love you profess for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fake. It's pure fake. You have proven that your love is fake. That's why you are doing what you are doing now. Love Moses and hate Aaron. Is that not what you people are? Is that not what you are? That is what you are proving now, because your love has always been fake. There is no way you love Moses and hate Aaron. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Never. You cannot call Elijah a real prophet of God and then call Elisha a prophet of doom. It doesn't work that way. You are a hypocrite. It does not. It has never worked that way before. And that your fake love is what you are showing in the public now. It is now quite open. It did not end there. There is one thing that this woman said at the end of this video. That is one of the main things, one of the main reasons why I'm playing this very video. She said that at the very end of this very video that she made. Pay attention. But remember one thing. You cannot love Moses and hate Aaron. You cannot love Elijah and call him a prophet of God, only for you to turn back and say that Elisha, that he left his mantle before he ascended to heaven, is now a prophet of doom. That is the type of people you have today claiming to be DOS. Their love is fake. Their love for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fake. It is that love that you profess with your lips, but it never crosses your teeth, not to talk of your throat or your heart. They are fake. You understand? That is the reason a woman like this, who came out sometime few months ago to tell us that she went to Sokoto to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of a sudden now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say anything to her, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the last time I checked, he is still in Sokoto prison, and she went there only once. She came out and told us with smile, fake smile, that she went to Sokoto to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If she was angry with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told her from Sokoto prison, she would have come out all gone blazing, fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from that very moment that she told us she's coming from Sokoto prison. She would have come out all gone blazing, lambasting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but she never did. She waited for some time, then she started turning gradually, and today now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is evil without doing anything to her. You ask yourself, how did he change? What changed? You came back, you were very happy, you came out with a lot of vibe, enthusiasm, telling us, you know, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in high spirit, everything. All of a sudden now, boom. What has changed? Did you speak with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onyere phone number ya? Kedu size phone on use, or iPhone ko na use na nga, or iPhone 15 Pro Max or 16 or 17 Pro Max ko bu Samsung S24 Ultra. Kedu ko na use, because this is if I never knew na onye no na nga na use the phone obuzie nga Nigeria. Yotago. So kedu oge gị na kwuru again iji wepụtazie nke ikpeazụ a na-aba. Fake love. Love Moses and hate Aaron. That is who they are. nobody will stone Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa will be celebrated as a hero. As a hero in Biafra land. And that time will happen in your presence. You will see it happen. And we are going to remind you today. You understand? But remember, I will tell you the reason why. I will tell you because I know the reason. Imagine. Imagine. Okay, ọ kpọrọ ya ekpere ma n'ihu gị. Mana the same Chibuze egwu atụ nọ here na-akparị m na-edelu m nonsense na comment section left IPOB with a simple announcement o mere. Kedu ihe Chibuze egwu atụ gwara anyị o ji rapụ IPOB? Odo na anyị nwa nọ n'ime the struggle ma na ihe o ji rapụ IPOB bụ na ego the bag okwu maka ya bata na struggle o butenwu ya. That's what you were rapoga. Kogachon di ebunye the bag in a politics. This is the sole reason why he left. And the India autopilot spoiled their business. Okaributegwe the bag. Machina Sangoru them. Chike Dozie had them. They would have gotten the bag. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, their target was to carry the bag. That was the target. That's why they started fighting everybody. Fighting in Neanya, both the IPOB financial secretary, Germany. Fighting Madam Oyibo in America, who is also IPOB financial secretary, American branch. The whole of America, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they were fighting everybody because they wanted to lay hold of the finance. So the target was to get the bag. Unfortunately, the autopilot, Mazi Simon Ekpa and all of us, I may be able had their business. Or where he went today. So Chibuze Egwu made an announcement that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu failed to condemn Simon Ekpa. That's why he's leaving IPOB. Is that not what you said? All if he could. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he failed to condemn Simon Ekpa publicly, and even your fellow plotters, Benjamin Madubugu, is he not why he left? Is that not the reason why he left? Is that not the reason why he stopped going to the court? Because he wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to condemn Simon Ekpa. He was putting even the word in his mouth, was putting it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, calling his name in the court. We all watched the video, and he was bounced out. He was bounced out. Is that not the reason why he stopped going to the court today? Even Opotakwa, that same day, Opotanezi, we were not bambana media. He was granted interview by IPOB members. He was granted interview. And he was angry. He was angry. Is that not the reason why they left? That's why that's why they told us they left. And that is the reason why this woman is angry at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no other thing. And that is the reason why DOS, apart from their sabotage, their early sabotage against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reason why now they are fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even after he has been jailed, even after his jail term has been pronounced. Now, this is the men. Now they are fighting him the original fight now, because till now he has failed to attack Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, even as Mazi Simon Ekpa is in prison. You understand? That is now, that is the main problem they have now with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including this woman who is lying to her ancestors. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called Simon Ekpa Ekperima. Only on your face, only in your face, one-on-one. Ichefuzie that no time no na, and I'm not in full contact with Indian Aga from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na prison every day. None of them has ever told me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against Simon Ekpa. You understand? None of them has told me that. Now pay attention to this.
So one na ye kwusinoku onye gwara gị na ị ga na control ndị mmadụ otere gị mma. Ịchọ anya kwuota gị si amechi ọnụ.
Ọ sị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwara ya si na ọ gwara Simon Ekpa si ekwuziri okwu. Ka ebe ọ nọ gwa Simon Ekpa si ekwuziri okwu. The same Maazị Nnamdi Kanu that ordered DOS to give Simon Ekpa a slot on Radio Biafra, and you are here lying to your ancestors. Unbelievable. Agadi nwanyị ga-azụ ike. Zukwani ike. Hey. Hello, Melo.
Onye gwara gị na ọkụ esa nya nye enwe ndị na-akpọ m sị na maazị na nya iwu agwa m otu m ga-esi ekwu otu m na-aga-esi ekwu. It doesn't work that way. That ịkwụsị agwala m gị na ihe ndị na ndị otu gị na ndị nwanụsa ha wụ ndị otu gị ji akpọ m ọnụ even ma ndị otu Simon Ekpa na-akpọ m ọnụ mana eziokwu a ga-ekwuriri ọ mmadụ ga-ekwu ya. Maka ndị mmadụ n'ọrụ onwe ha n'obe ha ka unu na-etinye si na nsogbu.
Ifugi ya. O nwere ihe unu ghọtara n'okwu ahụ okwu. O nwere ihe unu ghọtara n'okwu ahụ okwu. This woman na-agwa Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime since 2021. Nọ ndị mmadụ nọ n'obe ha ka ha na-etinye na nsogbu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọkwa n'ime since 2021 o. Gwazienụ m ebe o si ekwu eziokwu anwa. No. Gwazie m ebe o si ekwu ya bụ eziokwu. Simon Ekpa nọ n'ime since 2024 November. Gwazie m otu nwaanyị a si ekwu eziokwu ahụ ọ na-ekwu. Eziokwu nke ịtagbu onwe gị n'afọ.
In as much as I interpret na the struggle, I interpret na the Biafra. I got like ke haje ya haje.
Hello, mekwa.
Ke haje ya haje. Ka inwe ike dị safe. Achọrọ m ịdị safe. Achọrọ m ịlala Igbo in peace.
Onye ọ na-agwa okwu bụkwa onye atụrụ nga anọ n'ime o. Hey, ụwa nke a dịkwa ego. Ka m finish ya ọsịsọ.
Ụfọdụ ndị sị asị m na ibu IPOP mata n'isi. Ọwa IPOP mata na-ebute anyị security. Ile anya ugbu a na ndị amị.
Ị nụrụ ya? Ị nụrụ ya now? Na ndị mmadụ gwara ya n'obu IPOP ma ọ bụrụkwa ya nwa. Ndị mmadụ gwara ya n'obu IPOP mata n'isi, and no IPOP na-ebutere ya insecurity. Ụnanụ ihe ọ na-ekwu? Gbazie m the difference. Kedu onye asị na mmanya bụ ife a kpọrọ onwe ya peace man ka peace woman? Bịakwa nụrụ ihe mma gị kwuru. Mma gị align go with ndị zoo. Because ihe ndị zoo ji tụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nga bụ na ha si na ọ bụ IPOP ya, according to nwaanyị a ọ kpọrọ ya IPOP, na ọ bụ ndị IPOP na-ebute insecurity na fọmụrụ ESN. Nwaanyị a line gokwa ọkwa otu esi ama ndị sabo, online go with ndị zoo, online go with ndị tụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nga, with the same thing eji tụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nga, and ọ sịkwa ọhụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Ọ gakwa agafe ya na nga according to ya nwa. Ọnọzi here unashamedly gwa gị sị gị na ọ bụ IPOP mata na-ebute insecurity na South East. Ịghọtago oyi o kwuru n'ọnụ ya based on what she said. Ihe ọfọzi bụ ka ọ gwazie anyị na ọ bụ ndị IPOP nke ya, because I don't know what is the meaning of IPOP. I never had IPOP. I have never been a member of IPOP. Ihe mma anya bụ IPOB. Ịchọgodo ịkpọ ya otu o si akpọ ya IPOB, because all B and they are not P. So I have never been a member of IPOP. Her own type of IPOP. I don't know the meaning of IPOP. So ihe o kwesịrị ịbịazi gwa anyị ebuzi na ọ bụ ndị IPOP ya anụnwa na-egbuzi ndị mmadụ n'ala Igbo. Ka o kwuzie ka ọ dagbụwa m, because ọ ihe o kwesịrị ikwu ka anyị malụ no Hope Uzodimma in disguise ka anyị na-eme ka ife, instead of hiding. Listen to her.
N'isi Ọwa pop matter na-ebute anyị security. Ile anya ugbu na ndị amị ha ga-abịa mee operation udo ka ọ mmadụ dị fear of force litekwa ugbu a tiwe mkpi ya. Ndị niile na-eklem loyalty enwebeghị onye pụta mee video condemn ndị ahụ. Ọkwa neutral people like me.
N'ezianụ anya oluku dịka ya. Ekwuru m sị achọọ m ịkparị gị, achọkwa m ịkpọ gị iyi o. Chọkwa m ịkpọ gị iyi o, nwaanyị a gakwazu ike. Makwa ife bata n'ime ya ihe a. You don't know.
Because a na-ekwe pop.
Ọkụ ụnụ naanị ya. A na-ekwe pop. Nwaanyị ọ bụ onye Igbo. Jigodi ile gị gụọ eze gị ọnụ. Ọ bụ onye Igbo mbụ this woman. Na-ege ntị.
Unu echefuo na action unu egbuola ọtụtụ ndị.
Okwu gị ya now. Ọkwụ na-afụgo mkpọrọmasị nwaanyị ebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ. Okwugo ife anwụ ọjị indirect way na-achọ otu esi wee kwuo. Amadi Nseb na o kwuru ya. So in other words, you are fully in support of nga tụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Okwugo na ya na onwe ihe ọzọ. Na Chineke na-edi egwu. Ama m na o kwuru ya o. I swear. God forgive me. I never knew she said it. Because everybody convinced no bụ pop ya na-egbuchachi ndị mmadụ. That means ọ dịkwa convinced na nga atụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ekwesị based on nyanwa. Based on her own, mentality. Because okwugo ya. Let me play that again. Ka ọ na-adị ọka someone nụrụ.
Ọkwa neutral people like me. Because a na-ekwe pop. Unu echefuo na action unu egbuola ọtụtụ ndị.
Ifugo ya. That means ihe ọ na-akọwa na abụ na nga atụrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ekwesị. So therefore any other thing this woman na-agwa gị gbasalụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ọ pụta echi bịa ka ọ bịa kwugharịa nonsense ọkọlụ. Just wele ya as if na onweghị anybody na-ekwu okwu. This particular one, that's why in the US na ga-ewepụta nka. Because all tego ji na-arouse, na-arab, na-eme bla 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 na social media mgbachi nkịtị. Ihe na-eme bụ nchọrọ imewe broadcast like oge na-eme expose ife na-eme na Tiger Base na-atụfeli ya okwu. I've never analyzed her like this. Yotago? Because na-afụ all the things ọ na-adị na-eme attack ya niile. I used to see it. Mana nke a Chukwu mere ebere nsi na m ewepụta nka. Because after now, you are gone. You are gone and gone for good. When I say you are gone on social media. That's what I mean. Nobody's attacking you. Nobody's following you. Nobody cares about you apart from your direct family. Nobody cares about your existence. Nobody's coming to attack you. So after now, you will disappear from social media. That does not mean but nobody will pay attention to you anymore. Your career has ended.
Unechefu na action unu ụmụ nwaanyị nwere ndị wu breadwinner ha nọ na nga today. Enwe na ụmụ nwaanyị obi gbụra ha nwụọ dị ụtọ ụmụ ha egbu because of IPOP. Today now, federal government declare IPOP as ndị na-sponsor terrorism. I'm going to speak on it. Ihe niile a na-agba okirikiri enwe nke ga-emepe ọnụ ugbu a na condemn federal government. Mana ọ bụrụ na gị na ndị otu ga n'ofe be energy niile nọrọ one place. Kama aga na ihe niile na-ekwu ndị a na-ekwe na ha ga-eme operation udo gachi. Ebe unu nọgodo wede na-anụ ọgụ na-azọ DOS. Ị na-ekwete 100 men. While ụlọ obodo nwa na-ese na atọta na-agba ọkụ. Ị nọ na nga, you're safe.
Ifugon no na nga no dị safe. Ọ nọ na nga no dị safe. So Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwesị ịnọdụ ebe ahụ na ọya ọ na-akọwa. No na nga no dị safe. She's tackling Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Not they create 100 men. That is one of the reasons Njuena for this video today. Pay attention to this.
Mana ole ndị ka na agree eme operation udo ka ọkwa ndị na outside. Mana akwara ma na ndị amị bata ọwụ sọsọ onye ha chọrọ bịa ka ha na-achọje.
So who is responsible then? Who is responsible? Can we be sincere here? Ebe mana ndị ha chọrọ bịa bụ ndị ha na-achọje. Is it not your duty to expose their extrajudicial unaliving of ndị ụmụ Igbo? Is it not your duty? It's your duty as you claim to be whether a journalist or social media influencer. As you claim to be an influencer, is it not your duty to use your mouth, your platform, to enlighten the world the extrajudicial killings of your people being carried out by the Nigerian jihadist army? Is it not your duty to expose their extrajudicial killings? Abia in the name of Achundi IPOB. Abazi Bushashwandaka and then Biafra. Is that not your duty? Will you go Yara Pozisi Ikenyonaro Gakes Yopu? How on earth Erap Ikenyonaro Gazikes Yopu? Am I fair that? Am I fair? If you got the problem here, have you seen the problem? It is your duty to use your platform to expose the atrocities of the same zoo terrorist soldiers who will come to annihilate our people, including those that do not know anything about Biafra. You use your platform to speak and condemn it. Speak out. Expose them. You don't go and blame Mazinam Dekano because we have to be free. If you believe in freedom, why blaming Mazinam Dekano, an innocent man? And then now, because of freedom in a quote here, and damage Jabi Bushas in the bay, a rapuzian damine in the bay, may expose. Na Bazili Mazinam Dekano. Manine claim can like and then I support here. In a support to call on the trial go. Manina ena parian because of your name, KJ Bushas in the bay. Are you not a hypocrite? Are you not a hypocrite? Can't you talk to yourself and tell yourself the truth that you're a hypocrite? Let's listen.
Hana chochesi manda chorobia. Manda na chorobia. They don't feel like I happen on and went till day or two when I'm book. It create a Simon for them, my GT create a video, they get my GT create writing so. Guinea men to get created the stronger only one in Nekananya.
You see? Thank God no Jukoni Akue. He create 100 men. He create or they game ma. He create Avid or they game ma. He create Rising Sun or they game ma. Any no ne kwa call mania or kwandi DOS na agwaya. Yotago? Or kwandi DOS na agwayo. Nwokwan call mania. If any ne fro ne ku bundi DOS na agwaya. Avid, let me say it now. Avid is not a different creation out of a different group fighting for freedom. No, Avid is under IPOB, led by Mazinam Dekano. Mazinam Dekano single-handedly picked number of people inside IPOB and made them avid within IPOB and gave them their own assignment. Let me say that I've never said this before. Mazinam Dekano himself, before when Sobol himself, long time ago, picked a group of people, a group of intelligent men and women, able to do men and women, pick them together, put them together, and give them an assignment within IPOB. It's not a different group that just spring out. No. It is a group of people. It has been there for a very long time inside IPOB. And this same DOS never had any issue with them or complain about IPOB or AVID or ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why should you create this group? And they don't take orders from DOS from beginning, from time immemorial. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was free with us, he's the one that created it. Right from time. The same thing goes to the Rising Sun. The same thing, no difference. Rising Sun has been existing long time ago in IPOB. It did not start from today. You understand? The same thing created them and gave them their own assignment inside IPOB. Or the same ways you can wear DOS. The difference is that the DOS job, the administration department of IPOB, they run the administration of IPOB. A group of intelligent men and women able to do men and women that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought out together, pointed them by himself and say, this is what I want you people to be doing in IPOB and for Biafra. You understand? They have their own assignment. Now, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Walunsobu, DOS has been fighting to destroy this AVID and the Rising Sun. DOS, the same way they are fighting to destroy Simon Ekpa is the same way they have been fighting to destroy Rising Sun and AVID, because they want to control the finance, or that these groups are donating to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to control that finance. While but they want to control ego AVID and the ego Rising Sun to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Lego team, both home and abroad. That is their problem. And now, Ebrugo Dioku na anye this woman of Tabugo no na akifo na maho. What she doesn't have any iota, any something on any idea at all of Tabugo no na akaya. Tell me what are you? Is you the game man? Tell me, what are you? Are you not that ignorant that I called you? Or if you're able, ignorant. You are ignorant of what you are saying. It is not an insult. Rather, it's a reality. Because you are ignorant.
Why can't you stick to them? Mandela stick to ANC. And when do you appoint? And when do you appoint?
Because you are ignorant. That is that is what you are. Ignorant. Every single thing you are saying here, you know nothing about them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still stick with IPOB. The latest message is that everybody must come under one umbrella, under IPOB. That is the latest message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Although he has said it before and he has repeated it again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never tolerate or do anything without IPOB. You understand? Now, as if that is not enough, she talked about Nelson Mandela. Who is calling me? Hello? I know. Ambassador of self-determination. I know. I don't have to. Yeah, I know. If I only say American base. Yes. American veterans of Igbo descent. Also American base. Yes. Anyway, my idea. The reason why I enjoy about IVID and the Rising Sun alone, because on the Opola fire, those are the ones she mentioned. Maybe I know him that one.
ambassador included, not the ambassador.
No. Na-ekwu ife nwaanyị anụnwa kwuru. Ndị ọkpọrọ afa. I'm talking about the woman, not Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. No, I know about that one. Ọkwa anyị ncha na-ekwu okwu protest emelo na Aba. Uche m dị ya. No, ife m na-ekwu bụ the ones mentioned here now. Bundi nwaanyị anụnwa mentioned. So I want to base my analysis based on what she said. That's why I didn't mention Rising Sun. But though I know me if you are right. Ndewo. Yeah. Thank you. Dalo. Yeah. So she talked about government abduct 5 people in Kwara State. Breaking news. Although this is no longer new thing. Oh, yeah, zoo. Now she talked about Nelson Mandela. You see, Nelson Mandela. You said that he never left ANC. He stick with ANC. Blah, 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 blah. You know nothing. The same Nelson Mandela in Ekumakia. And a group no within ANC. And Umkhonto we Sizwe. That's why if in Amaro, you don't have to come to the public to insult you, to disgrace yourself. And we group no within ANC. Otu akwa this Rising Sun in ekponono na with Avid ekponono. Otu ha sikwenu nokwa n'ime IPOB. Otu aka enwe group a na-akpọ Umkhonto we Sizwe within the ANC. Otu ndị nke ọzọ ekpolu si no na IPOB. Within IPOB. Otu aka Umkhonto we Sizwe si noro na ANC. And guess what? Who are the leaders of Umkhonto we Sizwe? Jacob Zuma was there. These are that group unde loro di menogo ejuwe liberate South Africa. What you don't know is bigger than you. It's not about age. It's not about age. It's not about age. No way. It has nothing to do with age. Let me tell you something. Wisdom does not come with age. Wisdom has nothing to do with age. It doesn't come with age. Oboro, you don't get wisdom based on how old you are or the things you have seen in life. No, that is what gives you experience and lessons that you learn in life. That one comes with your age. Your experience and your lessons come with your age. But wisdom has nothing to do with age. It is a gift that comes from your birth. And in that wisdom, there are many different categories of wisdom. But I lecture that one. And we had many different categories. None are wisdom. It has nothing to do with age. Yotago. So if you na mahokarege, madam, you lack knowledge. You lack wisdom. You lack wisdom. You lack wisdom. Even knowledge, you can say go to school, you still lack it. Yotago. Knowledge, if you can say you still lack that one. So gazui cannot worry fame. Agwagina mampogi achome arege gazui ke. Now, in conclusion, let us listen to this.
The moment of Brananga and when changing leadership. Leadership I know that Mandela put a take over. Now I'm trying to make excuse for your lesson of federal government. Yes. How can I push it in energy so but you need to stand your ground and stick to your IPOP? Stop wake up the confusion. Yes, have look and car bariwa. Lolo neck catch me say, why you punk or him or punk come now and don't fit to mama.
Get a man. Get a man corner or Emaya, Emasani. Ijim Masaro. Why Fulani na mma. Na aga n'iru, onwe ebe m na-eche gị ka end ya.
100 men dead on arrival.
This is where I have been waiting for. Ebe anụ aka nọ na-eche ya since. Nwaanyị a John ya wee kwuo sio ama manga. I don't know if I'm going to allow people to call in this program. I'm not sure. This woman John ya wee kwuo say no nọrọkwa na IPOP. Remember IPOP ka ọ na-akpọ ya IPOP. Ọ sị na ya nọ na IPOP. Na ya bụ neutral. Ya nọ n'ụsọ. Mana ọ nọ hia na-agwazi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na nga nyere order to organize 100 men, which no go right from time since Erioge. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na shout, I need 100 men. I need 100 men to march. Otegokwo juwe kubokwa. The DOS criminal gang of saboteurs. Even only DOS members are more than 100. Even Maazị Nnamdi Kanu went further to say, somebody called him. Somebody called Maazị Nnamdi Kanu on a live program and asked him, every day you are shouting you need 100 men. Every day you are shouting you need 100 men. But you have men everywhere. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said that now those people you are talking about, because the person mentioned DOS, he said that there are people in the hierarchy of IPOB, but they do not know what this freedom stands for. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Please, I want to see a response in the comment section. I want to see a response in the comment section. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said that now people who are in DOS, in the hierarchy of IPOB, they are there, but they do not know what Biafra struggle stands for. And know where some things they do not know, which they are not supposed to know, because if they know it, the government of the zoo will use them to destroy what we are doing. This was the statement of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Can we tell you the broadcast? Unfortunately, I didn't know I'm going to talk about it. If not, I would have prepared it earlier. Oh, yes. I in charge of my program those years. Okay, 100 men, 2021. It's not a thing of today. At least, Madam, opening and I watch this program, you can see comment section. How many people know about what I'm saying? I want you to indicate in the comment section. If you don't know what to type, say, just put emoji, raise up your hand, your finger, or say, just write yes, or write I know. I want to see enough response. You know? So, he said it. It is there. It's there. It's there. In the public. So the 100 men in question is not a thing of today. This is a call that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu has been making for many years now. Even Maazị Samuel Ekpanjoku came out and promised him to be a 50 men in one. Out of that 100 men you are looking for, Maazị, I will be 50 men in one. Therefore, go and look for the rest of 50. You understand? This is the reality here. Reality can now. So this 100 men did not start from today. He has been crying and calling for these 100 men to come forward. Maybe more agwagwe. No kitana ka those true 100 men he's been looking for. Mwozi Chineke kweli anankwa. Mwo chuku gwali asiya, I will give you 100 men that will get you Biafra. Onwere ike oburu kita na ka mmụọ agwara ya na orugo oge those 100 men ye ji wee pụta. O wee nye order, see, find me those 100 men, get me those 100 men, that Biafra freedom may come. Oya ka nwaanyị ekwensu a pụtalụ here now. Onwebukwa onye mere this 100 men attack. The order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the direct order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, onwebughị anybody mere attack. I mean, everybody is shouting 100 men, 100 men, 100 men, 100. I'm talking about that one ordered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody has attacked it. Why am I Patagona? Boom, because now she is now the spokesperson of DOS, no longer a Mapawafu. It's no longer a Mapawafu now. Oblugo Wanya. O take you go position. Obaoge Mapawafu like an area position here. She's now their spokesperson. Nobody has attacked the 100 men ordered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to find for him. Nobody has come out publicly to attack it. Forget, yeah, everybody shouting 100 men, 100 men. When all get 100 men, put on chaya fear. And then I put over. So you might need chori so when that 100 men prepare wako ongi. If you know you want to be among that 100 men, that Mazi, if it's called 100 Men Divine Project that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called for to help and get us Biafra. If you know that you want to be among, you want to be counted, prepare yourself. Mazi Simon and Joko fought for these 100 men to be raised, but he was sabotaged. He was sabotaged. So, prepare yourself. Ogena adihanya ayapogo. Because that is a divine project that the Spirit of God ministered to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu many years ago. I will raise you 100 men that will help you to get freedom. Prepare, because you will be called very, very, very shortly. So this woman, I don't have to continue playing the nonsense she's talking. Okugo, the main point in Chori Peak there. The last one about these 100 men on an attack. And I want to let her know that she and her handlers, the DOS criminals, they have failed woefully, and their job is dead on arrival. In fact, not on arrival. Their job, their target is dead before taking off the journey. Not even on arrival. Before they take off the journey, their plan is dead completely. So they should go and rest. As long as we are here, as long as Chukwu Kikabiama keep us alive, as long as we are still talking about Biafra, their plan is dead before taking off the journey. Thank you, my people. I don't know if I have to give, I don't know if I have to open the phone. I don't know if I have to open the phone. We have already exceeded our time. The plan was to be here for 2 hours. But we have exceeded our time. So I don't know. When anybody ready for Choliku, when for Choliku, be on a phone now. You have only but 10 more minutes to conclude. I can't afford to be here for 4 hours today. It's never the plan. So only for you could call immediately, or we shut down immediately. And after shutting down, I'm not gonna pick any call if you eventually call. So don't delay. Now we are shutting down. We are shutting down. All right. May God bless you all. Thank you all for listening. May God bless our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, protect him and heal him from any illness or weakness. Grant him joy even where he is. Kasie ya obi Chukwu okike abịama. Ka ọ malụ that na afụfụ ọ na-ata bụkwa afụfụ ndị ozi Chineke bịalụ mgbe gboo ritalụ. Mesịa wee tụrụ ugo na ya nwa na onwe bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu emesịkwa tụrụkwa ugo na. May God bless you all. May God protect our Prime Minister Mazi Simon and Joko, and also his suffering shall never be in vain. He's suffering for all of us. At least ndị niile gbalịa mgba, ndị DOS gbalịa mgba kwa ọ nọ n'ime kịta maka Biafra. The same allegation ebo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka eboli ya nwe ihe pụrụ iche. The only thing dị iche bụ na ya nwa atụrụ ya nga na Western world na Europe, ndị ma ihe lọ, ndị nwere human sympathy. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu atụrụ ya nga na zoo ebe animals na-achị ọchịchị. People who don't have human sympathy, who don't know what human being is all about. A government that over 100 people will be annihilated within a twinkling of an eye. The president is busy receiving royal banquet in London. So you can see the difference. May God protect Mazi Simon and Joko, protect our men on ground, and also bless you all, whatever you're doing, whatever you lay hand upon to earn a living for good. May God bless you all, protect you, and grant you all your heart desire. From me from here, with all the love in my heart, it is good evening.